Getting nasty on a Tuesday. It's the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN with Andrew Marsh, Carey Davis, and Jamie Rivers. I'm Anthony Stalter. 202, your time check is brought to you by Clarkson Jewelers, an officially licensed Rolex jeweler. Unfortunately, the Cardinals kicked off last night's series against the Rangers. They fall 2-1. Frustrating night for the offense, to say the least. They wasted a solid outing by Michael McGreevy, who pitched 6 innings, scattered 5 hits, allowed 2 earned runs, walked 2, struck out 1. And, the offense was the story last night. Runners in scoring position continues to be a major issue for the Redbirds. 0 for 4 last night with runners in scoring position. In 2024, Cardinals ranked 28th in Major League Baseball with runners in scoring position, so not great. In 2025, they improved to 25th in Major League Baseball. So while they did move up 3 ranking spots, they still only finished 25th with runners in scoring position. And this year, 29th in Major League Baseball. So what is it about this offense that just has guys struggling when there's ducks in the pond?
Yeah, it's so weird. I feel like we've talked about this for a number of years now, and the numbers support why we've talked about this for a number of years. I don't know. Like, where do you point the finger? Mm-hmm. Like, ultimately, the bottom line is the player has to produce. Whoever's at bat with runners in scoring position, it's their job to advance the runner, get a hit, get a double, score guys. Mm-hmm. But when they don't, where do you start looking? You automatically go to the hitting coach, to the strategist, to the analytics guy, like the manager, because if everybody's having problems with hitting with runners in scoring position, where do you even start? Mm-hmm. So to me, it's like one of those crazy things. It's like I don't even know where to begin with that. Yeah. Because if they're hitting otherwise, they're getting people into scoring position. So obviously they're getting on base. Right. Why can't you just send him home? Send him home.
Why can't you just get him in?
Can't you just go home?
I think it's often a combination of things when it comes to poor runners with runners in scoring position numbers. I mean, I don't think it's ever any one thing. It could be a roster construction problem. It could be bad luck. It could be a situation where I think J.J. Weatherholtz hit a pretty good shot last night with runners at second and third and wound up drilling one right to, I think, the second baseman. So you don't know. But ultimately, do you have a potent offense or not? Because if you don't, because last 24, we just gave you the numbers, 2024, 2025, and this year. I know this year we have been excited about certain Cardinals hitters. But really, it's a lineup that's top-heavy. Is your lineup one of the most feared in Major League Baseball? If not, it's unlikely to have good runners in scoring position numbers. And I think ultimately that's why that stat specifically is a bit noisy. You probably have too many similar hitters.
Well, I think this team is, if you're top 4 to 5 on hitting, yesterday they went 2 for 20. The top 5 hitters with 7 strikeouts.
So not putting the ball in play.
You're not going to win games. Weatherholt had 0 hits. Herrera had 0 hits. Burley had 1. Jordan Walker had 0 hits, and he struck out 4 times. Mm-hmm. That is not a recipe for success. Do I expect that? Do I expect J.J. Weatherholt to go 0 for 4 every single day? No. Not for Ivan Herrera either. I expect him to be on base some way, somehow. That's what he does. His on-base percentage is always highest for the team, highest in the league. Jordan Walker, haven't seen him struggle that bad all year. Don't expect it to continue. It's one game. Got him a golden sombrero, put it on your mantle, and hopefully you never get another one for the rest of the season, right? So if that's what your top 4 to 5 hitters are doing, nothing, you're good luck, man. And I think, like, we can get mad, but I would bet good money that if you pick any team in the major leagues and say their top 5 hitters went 2 for 20, that team probably lost.
Probably. Unless they got a dominant performance by their starting pitcher, you're right.
They probably lost, man. Like, they bat in that spot because you expect them to get on base and drive in runners and do really good things. And if they don't hit, I don't care what team you have.
Right.
You're probably not going to win the game. Good luck.
I've heard BK talk in the past about sort of the sequence of events that occur within the inning. Like, you look at it, well, the Cardinals are getting guys on base, but there's not 0 outs. There's not even 1 out. There's 2 outs. You're not giving yourself enough chances to drive those runners in. You're basically hoping that you get a 2-out hit. And more times than not, like, that's not going to happen. You need more opportunities. So that could also factor into why they're leaving guys out there.
Yeah, right now, I'm looking this up right now. The Cardinals are 20th in slug. So they're not compiling extra base hits, too. Now, compare that to how many outs, like you said, Marsh, or echoing what BK said about how many outs there are when it comes to runners in scoring position. That certainly factors in. But if you do not have, who's the top team with the runners in scoring position? Marsh, can you give me that?
Let me pull that up. Let me pull it up real quick. Oh, Anthony, you're going to be shocked.
Okay.
No, you're not.
Who do we got?
Who do you think?
Dodgers.
No.
Okay.
Yankees. Nope.
Brewers.
The Milwaukee Brewers.
You like that, Ant?
They just do everything
crew,
well.
baby.
They just do everything well.
How many runs they score last night, Anthony?
16. Yeah.
I said last night, Anthony, not the past week.
Oh, no. That was last night.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 16 runs. Yeah, that was it.
That's
if you asked
probably not enough to.
I think if you asked the Giants thought there was much, much more. Probably thought 32. Yeah, 16 runs last night for the Brew Crew. Who's second in that?
On this list says the Arizona Diamondbacks, who've been heating up lately.
Yeah, they certainly have. Diamondbacks right now, 32 and 27, 5.5 games, but not necessarily to plays to my point about how potent their offense is. Nonetheless, the Cardinals have struggled over the years with runners in scoring position, typically because you don't have a very deep lineup. We like what we've seen out of Jordan Walker. We love what we've seen out of J.J. Weatherholt, Yvonne Herrera. Again, those are your top 3 hitters right now. Alec Burleson, there's been some spurts out of him, but you're certainly not getting much production 6 through 9 in the lineup. So if opposing pitchers know where their outs are when they face the Cardinals, and they certainly do, your runners with scoring position numbers are probably going to be weak. That's just the bottom line. Team can't hit with runners in scoring position. Okay. Is your offense good enough? No. So they have to continue to build a competent offense.
We get a text from 618. You can't compare this team to past teams, different players in different positions in the batting order. What is the expectation for this offense? Yeah. What is our expectation for this offense?
And I don't know if that comment was based off of what I said. I wasn't comparing this offense to 24 and 25, like the individual players. I'm comparing, have the offense, the lineup, has it been good enough since 2024? Whatever rendition of whatever mixture of players that you've been using, can we all say, without a shadow of a doubt, that the 2024 Cardinals lineup was good? No.
2024, no.
2025. So last year, no.
Just context.
This season, outside of the 3 or 4 guys that we continue to mention, no. So that is my point.
What are you comparing it to? So you comparing it to the last 2 years? I would say, hell yeah.
I'm not comparing.
Sign me up for this year. What the hell are you talking about, brother?
It's my point with the texter. I'm not comparing anything. I'm saying, is this offense good enough? The lineup, 1 through 9, is it good enough?
To win?
To
do what?
To score runs. To score
On a consistent
runs.
basis, probably not. No.
Is it potent?
Nah.
Okay.
But they are.
I'm not saying more effective than what they have been. I'm saying, is this offense one of the best in Major League Baseball?
I think if you're, depending on how you're looking at it, no, not in baseball, but are they marketably better than they were the last 2 years? Yes. I think they have gotten incrementally better. I think from 24 to now, it's leaps and bounds.
I agree.
So
still not good enough, though.
To do what?
To have
win
an offense
championship
that should be better with runners in scoring position.
Oh, no, probably not. Not yet.
That's my point.
There's still some holes in the lineup. There's still some room for growth. Mm-hmm. There's still some room for, progress and maturation and, all of those things that you need as a professional athlete to be consistent and have the lineup that allows you to hit with runners in scoring position, put runs on the scoring board and on the board and do all those things to help you win games.
My point is, if you look at one aspect of the offense and just isolate that and complain about that. It probably goes to the bigger point of the offense as a whole. Jamie.
Thank you.
Isn't good enough.
It's not fun when you just accept it now.
Yeah, I know.
It's no fun.
Well,
That's
you guys,
like, as a whole, Marshy.
There was some
you
day
gotta, it
somewhere
can't be.
Yeah, pass the
you
baton.
three
Yeah, man.
putzes decided that it's going to be Jamie every time. So now, what's the point? What's the point?
It was when you couldn't hear us when you had the Canadian Wi-Fi. We figured you weren't listening.
Yeah.
No, I can hear you.
Hear
Hear you
loud and
just
clear.
fine, Carey.
Two things. One, 5 through 9 has been awful this year for the Cardinals. And the second thing, as it pertains to last night, you went up against a pretty good pitcher.
Certainly.
Hey, he's going
he's
98.
What has
Hey.
DeGrom ever done?
He's pretty good, Jamie. I don't know if you know that.
But it has,
But
been,
he's
it has
injured.
been a problem.
Yeah, this
He's
goes
just-
beyond last
Yes.
night. We did get a text, though, from the 314. Lineup started struggling when Nathan Church went down. Look at the stats.
Because he was a big
He
contributor.
was the catalyst for everything.
He was.
Get that guy back.
Yep.
You know what we need, boys? We need something that's better than a trade. We need Lars Nootbaar back.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's like making a trade, some
Getting an
people say.
all-star-esque left fielder
Oh,
back
sure.
into your lineup, and it costs you nothing.
Oh, man. That's,
Anthony,
yeah.
Is,
Like a spot
is
on the
Jacob-
roster, but
Well, that-
Marshy,
nobody worry about that.
you know you're in.
yeah.
Is Jacob deGrom a Hall of Famer?
No.
No.
He's been hurt too much.
Two-time Cy
I
Young
don't think
Award
he's.
winner.
I don't think he's had the longevity
Because of injuries?
because of the injuries.
Interesting.
Do you guys think he's a bona fide Hall of Famer?
I don't know if he's a bona fide, but man, he's good.
I think it'll
He's a
be.
heck of a pitcher.
I think it'll be a conversation.
I think it's a conversation.
You know what?
Absolutely.
That's
What do you
an-
mean, 65% or is it 85? I don't remember. Is it 65?
Oh, geez, I don't know.
But let me ask you this: should the Hall of
67?
Fame should the Hall of Fame consider? So if you look at Jacob deGrom, he hasn't had the longevity. Okay, so injuries. It's tough to blame the athlete for injuries. So
75%.
should the Hall of Fame have something to where, like, in the percentage of games he played, what was his impact? If his impact matched those numbers of the Hall of Fame guys during that time, because it's a player. What kind of impact did he have on the game?
Sure.
One of
Anthony.
the best of his era.
Yeah, two-time
He's
Cy
been-
Young.
But he's been top 10 in Cy Young 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. I don't know if that
Pretty good.
matters to you.
Matters
I
to
don't know
me,
if you-
Gary.
I know you care.
I care.
Anthony's a little bit, he's got that New York bravado
No.
where they don't give a damn
He
about
does.
much.
All that
except
chest
for the
hair poofing
Yankees.
out.
Yeah, true.
You know?
I'll tell you what. I fully admit that from like any Hall of Fame standpoint, I don't know. I struggle with that conversation.
I totally agree.
It's very tough for me to do the Hall of Fame numbers comparison thing. Bernie Miklasz, I think, is one of the best I've ever seen do it. I mean, he can break it down incredibly well. I'm not great with the Hall of Fame conversation.
So I'm looking at his WAR. His career WAR right now is 49. I know a lot of the new age people look at WAR in terms of
Sure.
deciding who
Impact, yeah.
Exactly. Right now he ranks 129th overall in career WAR for pitchers. Somebody that he is behind is Roy Oswalt. Do you think Roy Oswalt is a Hall of Fame
I
pitcher?
think he's a borderline Hall of Famer.
Bartolo Colon is above. So he's kind of in that range, essentially, in terms of
I think
WAR.
DeGrom is
of
better
course.
than Oswald.
Oh yeah, and I thought he's definitely better than
Bartolo Colon.
yeah.
Johan Santana is sort of in this
Yeah.
same.
Another guy with a lot of injury
Yeah.
issues.
But I would elevate him
I would
above
take
those
DeGrom,
guys
sure.
as well.
But again, that's just WAR. This is according to Baseball Reference.
What is
so.
that good for? F4 is my
Absolutely
favorite.
nothing.
Still a stat. It's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. Yes, I fully admit I'm not great with the Hall of Fame conversation in any sport for that matter.
Anthony, don't sell yourself short. I think you do a great job.
Well, I appreciate that, Jamie. Still, let's be honest. Yeah, let's use honesty here. Self-awareness
I'm with you.
go a long way for everybody.
By the way, 314 just mentioned that he did just pick up his 100th victory. 314 says he is not a Hall of Famer.
We don't base it off of victories, though. Wins and losses don't matter. Anthony told me that.
I don't know.
Anthony
Jacob DeGrom.
told me as a pitcher, nobody gives a damn about your wins and losses. Am I wrong? Am I right?
I did not say it that way. No.
You said no one gives a damn about your wins and losses as a pitcher. Wins and losses is a team stat.
I did say that.
People pay attention to other numbers, other metrics.
I do remember that.
Yeah, you remember it. See?
I did
Jamie
say
remembers.
I don't know. There's
100% that Cy Young is wins and losses is a team stat for pitchers.
There you go.
Well, there's one win that mattered a lot to this city. It was one night, one evening here in St. Louis when Jamie Rivers threw out the first pitch and one Adam Wainwright picked up a significant victory.
That mattered.
night.
You're welcome, Wayno.
Jacob deGrom, when he won the Cy Young in
Wayno got
20...
the save that night.
Jamie got the win. 2019, when Jacob deGrom won the Cy Young, he was 11-8.
So wins and losses don't matter.
The year before, when he won the Cy Young, he was 10-9.
Yeah, but didn't he play on some crap teams?
He
though?
played on horrible teams, which
Yeah,
is
he had like
horrible
almost
offensive
zero
teams.
run support.
Yeah.
Which is the reason that they don't
can't
matter.
do
He
anything
had
about
a
that,
1.70 ERA. This is why I'm saying wins and losses, team sport.
He can't do anything about the offense, though.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, why are you
Exactly.
saying that?
Because of the wins and losses.
Anthony gets it.
What's he supposed to do about the offense?
No, what I'm saying is
He
the
can't,
wins and losses.
He can't hit the ball.
Put on your glasses for a second. Please put on your
He can't hear
glasses.
you.
Jamie, just do me a favor. Put on the glasses.
Okay.
What I'm saying is the wins and losses.
God.
You know what? Screw it. You're right. You can't do anything about it. All right. Can the Cardinals move away from Nolan Gorman now? Marsh is pissed. Get to it next on 101 ESPN. All right, Battlehawks Nation, we've got a home playoff game for our Battlehawks. Is but what we've been hoping for, what we've been waiting for. Your St. Louis Battlehawks have officially clinched a playoff spot and earned dome field advantage. That means playoff football is coming back to St. Louis, and the energy inside the Battle Dome is going to be absolutely electric. Mark your calendars for Sunday, June 7th at 5 p.m. So we got a matchup with the Louisville Kings against Sunday, June 7th at 5 p.m. Battlehawks will host the Kings in a playoff game right here in St. Louis. If you've been to a Battlehawks game, you already know there's nothing like hearing the fans yelling caw, cause law when it comes to their Battlehawks, and it's certainly a lot of fun. And Ricky Prohl's team defensively has been great, and at some point, hopefully, the offense will kick it up into another gear as well. But the team has done its part, securing the home field advantage, and now it's your turn to pack the dome and make some noise. You can grab some friends, wear your Battlehawks gear, help create one of the loudest crowds in St. Louis sports. Tickets are available right now, and this game is expected to be one of the hottest tickets of the season. So you can get yours today at UFLBattlehawks.com. Again, UFLBattlehawks.com. Let's defend the dome, support our team, help send the Battlehawks to the United Bowl. United, we battle. Battlehawks, let's go. Playoff tickets, UFLBattlehawks.com.
you have to kind of go through the alternatives. And how we would look at this in years past is like, who is most likely to perform now? And how the Cardinals are looking at this is, who do they need to perform later? And that jumbles things up a little bit, right? Like, if I were to ask you guys that question, who do the Cardinals need to be at third base for them, performing at third base? Who is it on that list?
That was Derek Gould on BK and Ferrario earlier today, and he was talking about options at third base after the guys asked him about Nolan Gorman and potentially replacing him. He was 0 for 3 last night, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts. He's now hitting 207, 290 on base, 326 slug. And his strikeouts are now up to 66 on the year with only 6 home runs. It's Fastlane on 101 ESPN with Andrew Marsh, Carey Davis, and Jimmy Rivers. I'm Anthony Stalter. I know. That was
man.
not. That wasn't good to combine. That's why I kept the feet moving, Carey. I'm going to combine those 3 numbers again. All right. So the options that Gould mentioned: Blaze Jordan, a healthy Ramon Urias, Thomas Ajacey, or Jose Fermin. BK on Twitter also noted there are 66 left-handed. Jeez, there's those 2 numbers.
Come on, man.
Holy smokes. There are 66 left-handed MLB hitters with at least 1,000 plate appearances since the start of the 2024 season. Among them, Nolan Gorman ranks last in strikeout percentage at 35%, last in batting average at 204, 60th in slug at 373, 65th in WRC plus. He's got an 85, which is 15 percentage points lower than average, and 65th. Hey, Carey, 65th.
Thank you.
In F-WAR at 0.1. So, in other words, Nolan Gorman has stunk. Is it time to replace him? And those are the options. Blaze Jordan, who I think fans want to see, a healthy Ramon Urias, Thomas Ajacey, or Jose Fermin.
I don't think it's Blaze Jordan, nor do I think it should be. Not that I have anything against Blaze Jordan. I don't know him. Right?
What do you do?
I don't have anything against him. I just think that, if you are, I think when Blaze Jordan gets here, he's your everyday third baseman going forward. It should be similar to what you've done with J.J. Weatherholt. He plays every single day. You know where he's going to be. You know what he's going to do, and you trust that player to have success. I cannot take watching a young player struggle and have to go through the ups and downs and do the mental gymnastics that go along with trying to be a professional baseball player as well as trying to figure out how to hit a curveball at the major league level. Mm-hmm. Like, that's a lot for a young player to try to, go through, and we saw it. We've seen it with players in the past. So if you're going to be a player, if you're going to bring Blaze Jordan up and have him be up and down and, he's not hitting, we got to get him fixed and we got to fix this. And I don't think that that's the way to go about it. So until you know for sure that, like you knew, J.J. Weatherholt was going to be your everyday second baseman, like you knew Mason Wynn was going to be your everyday shortstop, don't pull him up. Mm-hmm. That would be my suggestion. And you go with a healthy Ramon Urias. You go with Jose Fermin. Like, those 2 guys are veteran guys, have been done. They understand. They're at the point in their career where they should understand, hey, man, this is your last opportunity to be an everyday player, and you're probably there holding a spot for a younger, more talented guy that's in the minor leagues. And it's not fair, but I think that that's how that goes.
Yeah. So what you're saying is correct in theory. Here lies the bigger problem for the Cardinals. You've poured a whole bunch of time and resources into Nolan Gorman, and he's worth relatively nothing on the market right now. Mm-hmm. You went through this with Dylan Carlson, pry him from my cold, dead hands. That whole thing that Mo said, and they could have moved on from Dylan Carlson earlier on. They kept thinking they could fix him. We can fix him. We can work with him. Then he started getting hurt, and then that complicated things, and you end up, like, what'd you get for Dylan Carlson? What'd you get?
Nothing.
Yeah. So
Essentially.
Nolan Gorman right now, I don't know what his value is out there. And if you just bury him as a bench bat or send him down, I believe he still has options. I think he does.
Yeah.
If you option him down to the minors, okay, so what's the next step? You might as well DFA him. Like, you might as well, because his value to your organization at that point is almost null and void. Because what are you going to, unless you package him in with something else that somebody wants, or unless somebody's like got a real appetite to fix him, or they think they know what they can do.
Even then, they wouldn't give you much.
That's right. So if I'm Heimblum, maybe I option him down to Memphis. I don't know what we do in the meantime, whether it's the Furminator at third base or you make do with whatever. I think Blaze Jordan is an interesting thought, but what if he comes up and it's not great? I don't believe Blaze Jordan's on the 40-man either.
He's not.
So now you're going to have to remove somebody from the 40-man, and if Blaze Jordan gets added to the 40-man, he then could fall into the trap of not being able to play during a lockout next year.
Yeah.
Now, I know he's played a number of minor league games, but I don't know if he's the answer. It'd be fun if he comes up and he tears it up for a couple of weeks. You're like, okay, it was worth it.
Yeah.
But what if he comes up and he struggles? Doesn't now what?
Well, the other question too is, can he play third base? Yeah, he can play third base. Primary position seems to be at first, though. So if he comes up, I mean, you're talking about a key spot in your defense. If he really struggles,
I think he is playing third this year.
He is, yeah. Okay. So like I said, can he play third? Yes. I have no idea if he can play at the major league level. Yeah. Nobody does. So if he can play third base, he is. Okay, great. If not, if he's a liability at third, now you've created another issue. Even if he can hit, and we don't know if he can hit major league pitching. He has torn up every level of the minors.
Or do you just, if you're the Cardinals, you stick to what you said, and even though you're having a better year than anybody thought you would, you ride it out with Gorman.
This is where
you make darn sure that ship has sailed.
Right. This also, by the way, is where your catcher situation comes into play. Because if you don't have Ivan Herrera behind the dish and you have him as a DH, Blaze Jordan, if he does come up, he's got to play third base.
Yep.
If Ivan Herrera is still your DH, or I'm sorry, if he's your catcher, well, the guy that you like, Jimmy Crooks, that we couldn't wait to see come up and play, he's no longer a DH option. So you're kind of in a roster crunch again if Blaze Jordan can't play third base at the major league level.
Well, and maybe that's what they are trying to figure out. Like I know he split time between first and third, and whatever position he's having the most success at, if you're gonna be playing third base, you gotta be able to move around, and you gotta be able to cover, a lot of area. Mason Wynn will aid and help in that because he does cover a lot of ground and is able to get to some balls other players aren't. But you do have to field your position at a pretty high level to be a third baseman, and I think that may be part of the problem or part of the concern as well. Again, Nolan Gorman isn't a Gold Glove third baseman, but you know what he is, you know who he is. And I don't think that there's a rush to bring up a player that you have to send down because he's either not hitting well enough or not fielding well enough, and then you start to ruin that player's confidence. Yeah. That, to me, is one of the worst things that you can do for a young player, is ruin their confidence by bringing them up and down and trying to figure out, well, you're not doing this good enough. Get it all out of his system, get it corrected. That's what the minor leagues is for. It's for development, to get better, to be able to get here and not have those mishaps where you have to be sent back and forth.
We love Curb Stomp. Curb Stomp texted in, if we're done with Gorman, then we need to be done with Victor Scott. Do you feel that way?
With the argument being that we've seen enough offensively and we know that he can't hit, he is who he is, and we're just going to move on. That being the case,
I would assume so.
I think Victor Scott falls into the same, with all due respect to our guy Curb Stomp, I think Victor Scott falls into the same category that CD's trying to explain with Gorman, in that if there is not a clear-cut, obvious choice, then you probably need to buy yourself some more time. Newt's going to come back soon.
Yeah.
Newt has a long history of injuries. Nathan Church eventually going to come back. Okay, well then what's the rush then with Victor Scott? But I understand what the question is. The question is, this is who he is. Gorman, I've said this for 2 years now.
Gorman's had more runway than Scott, though.
He certainly has.
Yeah.
But I've said this for 2 years when it comes to Gorman. This is who he is as a player. He's going to strike out a ton, but the power's got to exceed the strikeouts. This year, it's not at all. So it makes the strikeouts, 35% strikeout rate, which is horrifying. It makes it even worse. But if he found the power stroke and he struck out, you put him at 7th, not at 5th, and I don't think it's that big of an issue. But the power has not been there. 6 home runs right now is just it's weak sauce.
Did anybody have confidence last night when there were 2 outs,
No.
down 1, that Nolan Gorman would put a bat on ball?
No.
Not a chance.
Nope.
You guys don't believe?
Not right now.
Not even
That's
a
why
bit,
they lost,
actually.
I guess.
Well, I don't know about that, Marsh, but
Come on. You got to believe more.
Marsh is like, I'm blaming this guy
Yeah.
come hell or high water.
Yeah.
Speaking of Marsh, he's got what's trending for you next on 101 ESPN. Carey went to Mentality today, and I always feel good walking out knowing that I did something for my health. If you're a guy, you're struggling with low energy, you don't love the work that you're doing either at home or obviously at your job, you feel like you're behind all the time, you feel like you've lost your edge, and if your motivation just isn't there for anything, even hobbies that you used to enjoy, go down and see our friends at Mentality. CD, they'll sit down with you, they'll talk to you, they'll use real, layman terms to tell you what's going on. When they draw your blood, if you do find yourself low in testosterone, they've got all the solutions for you.
Yeah, sometimes when we start to lose that edge, we do feel like it's just our age. And Mentality is like, no. It might not be. It might be the low testosterone. And you spoke about it. They'll run the blood work. They'll see exactly where you are and then put you on a specific program dedicated to you specifically. Not my program, not your program, but that person's program specifically that will aid in helping you get back to where you need to be so that you're not tired at the end of the day, so that you have the energy on the weekends to do the things with the kids and the wife and do all of the things that you normally used to do when you were 25. So
No doubt.
Get down there. 2 great locations, one in Chesterfield, one in South County. Great people, both at the same location. They'll help you out.
And if you want to pop your head in one of those locations just to say hi and ask some questions, tell them that CD and Anthony from 101 ESPN told you to go down there. They'll certainly love hearing that. If you want to actually book an appointment, though, or schedule an appointment, you can do so with Mentality at lowtusa.com. Again, lowtusa.com. It's Mentality.
101 ESPN Sports Center.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a Sports Center update brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling. The Cardinals fall to the Rangers last night. They'll be back in action once again from Busch Stadium tonight with Dustin May on the mound. He'll face off against Nathan Eovaldi. First pitch from Busch is at 6:45. Tonight on 101 ESPN, we'll have Game 1 of the Stanley Cup Final as the Carolina Hurricanes host the Vegas Golden Knights. Pre-game starts at 6:30. Puck drop is at 7. I'm Andrew Marsh, and the Sports Center update is brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling, a Daikin heating and air conditioning dealer.
What are the hot topics in the sports world?
What in the wide, wide world of sports is going on here?
Here's what's trending.
Welcome back to the Fast Lane here on 101 ESPN with Anthony Stalter, Jamie Rivers, and Carey Davis. I'm Andrew Marsh, and it's time for What's Trending. Gentlemen, we have some news concerning our St. Louis Blues. And no, it's not a Jordan Kyrou trade.
What?
No, I know.
What are they doing?
Oh, that's all we're allowed to talk about.
No. It was something else. Blues president of hockey ops and general manager Doug Armstrong announced today that the team has named Mikko Koivu. He was the captain for the Wild not too long ago. He is now joining the staff as a European development consultant. What do you think about that, Jamie?
Yeah, that's an interesting title. I don't know if I've heard that one before, but he was a hell of a player, and if he can help out, find young talent over there, I think that's the key. And that's how the Red Wings for so many years found all of those Swedish players and all those guys that are kind of the diamond in the rough, is they were embedded into a lot of the European leagues over there with great representatives, great scouts, development coaches. And so this is, I think you're seeing a little bit of what Alex Steen is going to start changing, is focusing on making sure that all of the leagues are being taken care of. And the position sounds to me like it's going to be a bit of a scout, but also once players are drafted, a lot of the times they'll stay over in Sweden or Finland or wherever they're playing. And Koivu can then continue to work with them, watch them, develop them over there. I think that's one of the biggest misses teams have sometimes, is they draft a European player or a player in Russia, and then they have no impact on said player for 2 or 3 years until they actually get his rights. Mm-hmm. This way here you can have an impact on the player and start the development clock while he's still playing for someone else.
Guys, I found this to be wild. The Boston Globe's Tim Healy is reporting, or he already reported, that there are multiple officials within the Boston Red Sox organization who believe Craig Breslow might benefit from having an interpreter of sorts. Healy writes, over the past month, Breslow has made a concerted effort to have more conversations with players and clubhouse level personnel. Part of the point is telling them he cares about them and winning, and he is there to support them. Breslow played 12 years in the big leagues, and that experience was seemingly a selling point when Boston brought him aboard in 2023. He'd ideally convey analytically driven ideas in a way that more traditional baseball people could understand. And then Healy writes that Breslow has leaned way more into his Yale self than his player self. So this is not an interpreter for foreign players. This is like an English to English interpreter about how to, I guess, understand analytics.
Okay.
I found that to be weird.
So what's your take then?
I think it's weird that a baseball guy needs an interpreter to tell baseball players how to understand analytics.
Yeah.
I understand he went to Yale, but he played in the major league. He played in the majors.
Right. So some people, Marsh, are just, how do I put this, guys? They're incredibly smart, but they may not be able to communicate, Carey.
I've run into a few of those people. They're called offensive coordinators.
Oh.
No, they are. They're intelligent human beings. But, man, they can't talk in human terms.
Yeah.
They can tell you how to beat a
Can't translate.
cover 2. They can tell you how to beat cover 2. They can tell you what to do when the wheel backer is blitzing.
Right.
But man to man, human to human,
Forget it.
Because sometimes they're just weird people.
Yeah.
If it ain't football, it ain't nothing.
No, it's not worth talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, we call those OCs.
Well, see, Marsh, maybe the players in the NFL could use
an interpreter.
An interpreter with the OC.
Maybe.
You know?
Yeah,
What
or
do you think that
maybe.
interpreter looks like? Like, not physically, but like, what do you think that, like,
What do you mean? What they look like?
well, what I mean, Carey, is if they're the ones conveying the message, why can't the coach just do the same? Like, if I'm listening, especially this guy here who played Breslau,
sometimes when you
how
are-
hard could it be to dumb it down?
Listen, all good leaders delegate.
Well, here's the thing. You've been in a relationship where you two don't hear each other, right? And an interpreter or somebody
Call that a marriage counselor.
That's actually a great
but that
app
would be
idea.
like an interpreter for
I'm trying to tell her.
what you're trying to say versus what they actually hear.
Put it in your phone.
Yeah.
Google Translate.
I don't know if that'll work though.
Hey, translator. This is what I'm trying to say. I am incredibly ticked off and also confused by X, Y, and Z. But I don't
Say
want
it in a way
I
that
don't
they
want
can
her
understand it.
to murder me. Can you please translate and then just
Murder.
the app wants to get with my wife and now it starts telling Kristen like, hey, no.
AI's taking over.
Yeah.
He's like, Anthony
The robot.
said a lot of bad things.
He actually, you should hear
record him
the
all the
things
time.
he says when you're not listening.
Right.
Listen, I recorded him earlier. Hit playback.
It's my voice. I didn't say that. I guess you damn well did. All right, Ms. Fastlane on 101 ESPN. Which commissioner has the respective league in a great spot? We'll talk about that next on 101 ESPN.
My friends over at Circus Sports, man, they've always got so many amazing things going on. The casino itself got some great parties coming up, great get-togethers. So if you are flying out to Vegas anytime soon, please visit Derek Stevens over at Circus Sports. But if not, you can visit them every day on your mobile device. Yeah, just download the app, go to the App Store, Google Play Store. Find that white Circus Sports logo, click on that thing, sign up, and you are ready to go. They got great lines on all of their futures bets. So if you think you can predict a champion of any league that's coming up here, get on there and check out the odds on that. The money line splits are always very fair, and the odds, quite honestly, are better than any app that is on the market. They got high betting limits, and they don't cap you or pause you or punish you when you're winning. Some of the other apps do. All of a sudden, you can't play with the app anymore because you've won too much. That's not very fair, and Circus Sports knows that, so they want you to keep playing and using the Circus Sports app. Really is awesome. It's sports betting the way it truly should be. For more information on the app or anything to do with Circus Sports, visit them today at circusports.com. Again, that's circusports.com. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Fast Lane here on 101 ESPN. Carey Davis, Jamie Rivers, Anthony Stalter, and Andrew Marsh. We do a lot of talking about sports commissioners, and they seem to get the spotlight anytime there is a work dispute, a lockout, a strike, all of these CBA negotiations. Well, let's talk about Gary Bettman, for starters, because according to Elliot Friedman on Sportsnet on the website, Commissioner Gary Bettman gave his annual Stanley Cup State of the Union address. He will give it later on this afternoon. And now there is a potential new topic to discuss. It might be a succession plan. According to multiple sources, the commissioner, in conversations with members of the NHL's executive committee, began laying the groundwork for his eventual exit from his current role. He turned 74 today. Happy birthday, Gary Bettman, and is approaching his 34th anniversary on the job. So with that being said, how has Bettman done in his tenure in the NHL? If he is to call it a career anytime soon. Okay, so if we just stick with Gary Bettman, Carey, I have a long history with this gentleman. Gary Bettman may be the one commissioner that has completely pulled a 180 because he was one of the most hated people in all of sports when he came in. He had 2 lockouts, I believe, under his tenure. We lost an entire season in, 04, 05, I believe is what it was. And he was public enemy number 1. Since the salary cap era has started in the NHL and all the other things that he's done with the TV deals, the NHL, going back to the Olympics again, the Four Nations tournament, just the evolution of all of it. He's now one of the most successful commissioners in NHL history. So how will you remember your Gary Bettman? Is he the villain, or is he the guy that has put the NHL in their greatest financial spot so far?
I think that's how all commissioners will be remembered is, when they got there versus when they leave, the state of the league. Is it more advanced? Is it better? Have they done things to evolve the game and make it better for viewers, make it more exciting for people that are coming to the stadium, to the arenas, coming to watch game on TV, in different platforms? How have you grown the game? Is your marketing and your revenue for different TV sponsors and all of those things, has that grown? And if the answer to all because obviously the main goal of a commissioner is to make the owners money. Like, if you have done all of those things, then I think your tenure has been a success. And so how you evolve the game from where it started, I think about David Stern and like his tenure as an NBA commissioner, how
I feel
the
like
league
his has gone
changed.
in reverse.
Well, David Stern, you're thinking of
No, I'm thinking of
Adam Silver.
Adam Silver.
Yeah, Adam Silver has.
He started up here.
It can only go down from there.
Yeah.
Adam Silver has flipped completely. But I think David Stern, how he evolved the league and the TV and all of the things that changed with the NBA during his time, I think that makes you a good commissioner. Everyone is not going to agree with you. People hate Roger Goodell. But Roger Goodell has done a fantastic job with the NFL in terms of marketing it and making sure it's on every damn day of the week during the season. And you never miss an NFL moment. It's June, and we're talking about 2 of the biggest trades. We're 2 or 3 months away from the first game. Like, the NFL does a great job of keeping their name in the streets, so to speak. So I think that's what the commissioner's job is. And if you change how the league looked from when you first got there to how it is now. Yeah. Only thing that I think Gary Bettman can do better, man, is bring back that glow puck. Hey, you bring that back, buddy. You got a fan in me for life, baby. Well, bring back the puck that glows.
As long as he captures one fan. I get a question for you. Like, Roger Goodell, I find it interesting because it's almost a job you can't fail at for the NFL. Like, the NBA, it's clear. Like Adam Silver, you can fail. You can stub your toe. It can be painful for the league, for its fans, all that stuff. The NHL, you can stub your toe. Like, if we had to have another lockout for some reason, if that escrow never went away, and the players right now would be like, that's some bull spit. Right. We're not paying. These guys are making money anyways. We're not paying for some of their stupidities. But I feel like Roger Goodell is just kind of like, he's free to do whatever. Now, the NFL has had some problems off the field.
Correct.
There's been a lot of drama surrounding everything except the game of football. But as far as football is concerned, he kind of feels like he's a bit of a superhero because no matter what he does, they're making money.
Making a ton of money.
Yeah.
And the TV contracts are great. Like, they've done a fantastic job. They've done some shady things. Like, they've done some things where it's like, that's not legal. You shouldn't do that. But, they've gotten, caught, like, with the whole TV revenue issue when there was a potential lockout. I think it was in 2012, 2013. I don't remember what year it was. But, the NFL was trying to use the TV money and not have a season. They were like, nope, you're not going to be able to do that. You need to get back to the negotiating table. So they did that. But I agree, the NFL is kind of, it runs on its own, essentially, and Goodell has done a good job of making owners money and changing the game. They've tried to put in some safety, rules. Yeah. They've gone a little bit overboard.
That's only because he got the big lawsuit.
Got a lawsuit with concussions, and they were like, all right, we're going to make it safer. But, I think your job as a commissioner is to grow the game and evolve the game, whatever sport you're in. And if you do that, then your tenure has been a success, in my opinion.
Well, one name that we haven't brought up is Rob Manfred, right? Like, he's a guy that I feel like everyone does not like. But how many times have we talked about ABS? How many times have we talked about the pitch clock? And
the Manfred man on second base.
The Manfred, the ghost runner. Things that I believe have benefited the game in terms of more people wanting to watch to keep their attention. So to me, those are good things, but still, like, there's still.
Well, he's not likable.
I don't really like the guy.
He's not likable, and he doesn't try to polish anything up. And I'm not telling Rob Manfred that he needs to kind of sell me a used car. But dude, throw a little polish on what you're saying, because I don't think there's anybody, as far as a baseball fan, that he did not rub the wrong way during that last labor dispute. He just says the dumbest things. And now he's already starting saying dumb things again. And I know he works for the owners, but, buddy, it just smooth it out a little bit. Soften up your delivery so that you don't come across as such an a-hole.
And going back to Gary Bettman, where this all started, I think he has definitely made a 180. The one thing that I would change, that I kind of enjoyed when it started, but not so much. They need to go back to the old playoff format.
He's not going to do it, man. He got asked about that again this year, and he was like steadfast, just like, nope, we're good. I agree. I think 1 through 8 in each conference is the way it should be. 1 plays 8, blah, 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 work your way down. It seems like the most fair way to do it. Otherwise, look at this year, Colorado-Dallas, first round. Like, well, come on.
Right.
That's a conference final.
Right.
Pete Blackburn.
And it's felt like that for a couple of years now, where you've had some matchup that should have been anything but a first-round matchup.
Pete Blackburn noted over the weekend on X that over the last 5 years, more than half of the NHL's conference finals have ended in 5 games or fewer. That's not good.
No. When Gary's theory is that, he wants the first couple of rounds to be the most intriguing or the most exciting so that it hooks that casual hockey fan.
I feel like they still can be, though.
Yeah, I don't know if what he's saying is necessarily true.
Maybe he's worried about injuries as the playoffs go along, and he wants the compelling games to be when both teams are at their healthiest.
If you have the best teams in, that means you have the best players, which means more eyeballs are on that product. That's just what I think. But, they pay Gary $20 million a year to know what he's doing. So, pretty good job if you can get it, Carey.
Yeah, I mean, can you sign me up?
Yeah, you can hate me.
In your eyes.
You already do.
Yeah, and I don't hate you.
The things you say to me in the break,
because I love you, Carey.
Oh, yeah. That's what that is.
He did say that.
Yeah.
He did actually say that.
After crushing you.
Sometimes you hurt the ones you love, but you only do it because you're trying to make them better.
Okay. Yeah.
Real quick here, which league has the best commissioner? Which one has the worst?
I think baseball has the worst. Because
Football has the best.
Roger Goodell, to me, is just a puppet. Like, he's irrelevant.
Yeah.
But it's the best because it's the best product.
Yeah, but he's not a great commissioner.
Right.
Who says?
Because everybody else just tells him what to do. Gary Bettman's actually
sometimes the smartest people are the ones that listen. You know what I mean?
You're not wrong. But Gary Bettman, actually, when he has the GM meetings and the owner meetings, like, he gets after it back. Like, they argue, and he will, like, fight for what he thinks. Like, he's not just sitting there go, okay, writing down the march. Hey, by the way, make sure you write that down. Hey, Pence, write that down.
Yeah, I think Roger Goodell's the biggest puppet. I do think that Rob Manfred has stepped in it a lot of times. His changes to the game, though, they've been most impactful. I don't think there's.
Wow, look at the NHL, man.
Okay, but
Sped up the game. No more red line as far as like the 2-line pass is gone. They've taken away the clutching and grabbing. And
I'm not saying that he hasn't, but boy, the changes that a lot of people complained about. I mean, we have bitched and moaned about these changes in Major League Baseball, and it turns out that a lot of them have made the game to some degree more enjoyable over a 162 game season, which I think is the key.
Is Adam Silver the worst?
No, I don't think
product of
I
the
think
NBA.
right
I
now,
don't think so. I think he's got some issues though.
Yeah, but his product is the one that's heading in the wrong direction.
I think that's fair.
Baseball's trending up, hockey's trending up, football's always trending up.
I think basketball. I don't think it's trending in the wrong direction. I think they are.
You are blinded.
They fixed some things for the NBA draft that you're not going to be able to tank your way to the top pick or the top odds. So I think they're realizing that there are some issues now. They added that play-in tournament and the Cup championship. Cool. You know what? You might be right. They got to fix
TV
the
ratings
All-Star
are down,
game.
Carey. Come on.
You were
man.
at that All-Star game. It was a waste of money.
I might go next year. It's going to be in Phoenix, but hey, listen.
it won't be for basketball.
Fool me, can't get fooled again.
Can't get fooled again. I won't spend that money. But I might go out there.
All right, it's Fastlane on 101 ESPN with Andrew Marsh, Carey Davis, and Jamie Rivers. I'm Anthony Stalter. Major League Baseball and the MLBPA still far apart in CBA talks. And Carey, you and I were talking about it before in the office. We'd mentioned before, like, this seems the way that the owners presented their deal, their side of the deal, like, this sounds really good. What are we missing? We might know now. That's next on 101 ESPN. If you need any sort of 24/7 emergency service when it comes to your garage door, so for some reason the garage door stopped working, maybe the spring broke, maybe the motor's out, whatever it may be, call Don's Garage Doors. They've got that 24/7 emergency team ready to go. 866-4 Don's Door. 866, the number 4, Don's Door. They've got an emergency team that can help get you in your house and all that so that you're not stuck out in the driveway. If you don't need emergency service, but you do hear some noises that are constantly coming from the garage, maybe it's really loud. Maybe it's I don't know. When it comes to the noises, it could be grinding or squeaking or anything like that, some sort of rattling. Those noises usually mean something's wrong, and a simple tune-up can save you from a major repair down the road. That's where Don's Garage Doors come in. We had Don's Garage Doors out a couple of weeks ago. Their technician, Jordan, he's terrific, he's friendly, he's knowledgeable, walked me through everything without trying to oversell me on stuff that I didn't need. They replaced the spring, they replaced the motor, and they told me that, after they got done rearranging some things I never thought would have impacted a garage door and how it operates and how efficient it is. They told me that motor will last me significantly longer than any motor that I've had before. So they're all about setting you up right the first time and making sure that if you do need any sort of repair or tune-up or anything like that, they're available. DonsGarageDoors.com is where you can find them online. And like I said before, 866-4 Don's Door. DonsGarageDoors.com. So Major League Baseball, the owners group, as well as the MLBPA, still far apart, according to ESPN.com, when it comes to the labor negotiations that are ongoing. And why is pretty simple, at least from the players' perspective. So if we dive into it, the owners think a salary cap is the solution to baseball's competitive balance problem. The players think a salary cap is a disguised attempt to reduce players' salaries. And right now, neither side can even agree what the problem is. The real story here is that MLB's position is that we need major structural change. Mm-hmm. The MLBPA's position is we don't even agree that there's a crisis. So you've got one side saying, hey, look, we got a big problem on our hands. And the other side's like, yeah, we don't see any problem.
No, we're good. That's natural. When you have one side that's winning, there's never a problem.
So before you can even solve any sort of problem, I think you have to agree that, one, there is a problem and that you're on the same page here. The owners finally, as we talked about, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
The owners finally put a salary cap proposal on the table. It wasn't just a cap, it was a cap and floor system, meaning there was a ceiling, maximum payroll, as well as a floor. The proposed range would be $171 million minimum, $245 million maximum per team. And that would take place in 2027. And the goal is to force low-spending teams to have to spend more while preventing high-spending teams from spending endlessly, i.e. the Dodgers, or back in the day, the Mets, the Yankees, whoever. So no more than $70 million payroll, no more $70 million payrolls, no more $500 million payrolls. But, Carey, as you've noted, after reading the article, there might be a bit of a loophole.
Yeah, the MLBPA was, going through this, and they actually, prior to that Thursday when the MLB posted their proposal, the MLBPA saying, hey, yeah, we have some too. But here's what I took away from that. We were wondering, this sounds pretty darn good. I don't know why the players would be bothered by this. And so I read into the article, and it says that the MLB proposed a strict cap and floor system that you just spoke about that calls for a 50-50 revenue split with players and would begin with a range of $171.12 million as the floor to $245.3 million as the ceiling. The cap involves an escrow system whereby players' salaries would be impacted if the league does not meet revenue projections for a given year, ensuring the 50-50 split. A major point of contention for the union. Another point of contention with amateur signing bonuses making up part of the players' portion. Among other elements, the union argues that the overall compensation would actually decrease with the salary cap. So they want to implement the minor league signing bonuses into the salary cap, which impacts the current MLB player's salary. It brings that salary cap number down when you're adding the minor league players. Then it also says the MLB's definition of revenue and player share set forth in their proposal. In the presentation to us, player share under their proposal would go down. Player share under their proposal would go down. Player share for the 2026 season is projected to be well over 50%. Using MLB's definition of revenue and what counts against the player share, had MLB's proposal been in place for 2026 this year, players would have lost $500 million.
Yeah, so here's what's happened. The owners have taken the exact salary cap the NHL implemented on us in 2004, 2005. That is exactly what our dumbass union agreed to. I didn't. Yeah. I voted against it. But this is where there's a huge problem is all of the people who actually their votes matter, not the ones that are just like, oh, yeah, the whole union voted. No, you didn't. There's like 5 guys that matter. That's it. The top dogs. And they're all making so much money. It don't matter. They really don't care, which is they wanted to get back to making all their millions in the NHL and millions upon millions. And so they said, okay, yeah, we'll give you your cap. We don't care. The escrow, they did all this because they wanted to get back to making their money. It's a terrible offer. And if you look at the NHL's current salary cap system, the escrow is gone. The escrow's gone. You can't have the escrow. The signing bonus net for the entry-level contract is really not that big of a deal. They talk about, it brings it down. Listen, it's
not going to impact it
it's
that
not going
much.
to impact it
Right.
that much. If I was the players' union, I do think a salary cap is inevitable. Now, the players are digging their heels in, saying, oh, it's terrible for the game. It's not. Every other sport has it. The NFL has it. Everybody seems to be doing just fine over there. The revenue sharing would be 50-50. Boom. No escrow. If you don't make the revenue, that's on you.
Right.
Don't blame me type thing. And if the players, in my opinion, really thought this out, they would have a system where the revenues could continue to help grow the cap. But never mind the cap. Let's really focus on the floor. If I was the players' union, if you're really thinking about the biggest piece of the pie, I'd say I want that floor to be at $195 million.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're guaranteeing that players are making more money.
Mm-hmm.
They are. Now, your ace, instead of $45 million, he might have to make $35 million.
How's he going to survive, Jamie?
That it's tough, right? But my point
Jet
is,
fuels a lot, I hear.
my point is the players that are making $2 million, 2.5, they might have to make $5 or $6 million. They might have to make $10 million in some because the team's got to get to the floor. So if you're a good player, you'll make great money. If you're a bad player, average player, you'll make good money. See how it works? Like it's fictitiously elevating the players' salaries from the bottom, which means more players, believe it or not, are in that bottom half of the league. They'll all make more money. But the top guys, the ones who have the big vote, they don't want that. They want to keep making all of their tens of millions of dollars.
So if I'm the players' union and MLB sent me this proposal with a salary floor, that would mean to me that they, as owners, all agreed that they can get to this number. So my question would be, well, what the hell's stopping you now other than you don't want to? Mm-hmm. Like that would be my main question. You obviously agreed that you can get to 171, but we got some of you all spending $70 million. So why can you get to it, but you're choosing not to?
Mm-hmm.
So
that's neither here nor there right now.
But
right?
I think that would be a question for me. If you're not willing to do it, then why should we put a cap on it?
My answer would be, we've never had to do it. Now we will have to. Now you guys will get your. We will have to spend money.
Yeah.
And if I'm the player, say, okay, well, you're going to spend a little bit more. You're going to spend $195 million.
Yeah. Well, here's the other potential. Here could be the actual issue, too. You know, the owners are saying that small market teams need help. The union is saying, we agree, just not through the salary cap, though. So what the MLBPA proposal includes is more revenue sharing and higher minimum salaries, larger bonus pools, and payroll penalties to teams that don't spend enough. In other words, the union isn't defending the status quo. They're proposing a completely different solution. Mm-hmm. So again, this goes back to the main point here. What is the actual issue? And the MLBPA is saying the actual issue is you're making a ton of money. You don't want to pay us, a fair share of that money. And you're trying to install a cap on everything and slide it past everybody by also including a floor. Like, that's what the MLBPA is saying. And the MLBPA is also saying, nothing's broken here. Let's keep going. But, Jamie, the other factor is something you've brought up with the NHL. It's not every player. It's the top guys.
It's the top guys.
The top guys can continue to make so much more money.
They're still going to get the elite piece of the pie.
But they just might not get the most money humanly possible if there's a salary cap. So, MLBPA, what is your solution to getting the guy that's the last guy on the roster a bigger portion of that pie?
I already told you.
Yep.
Raise the floor.
So maybe there's where the compromise is. If the MLBPA is interested in that, if they're just interested in lining the pockets of the top players, or better said, not capping the salaries of the top players, then come to the table with, hey, we want more money spread around.
If I was the MLBPA, I'd say, guys, listen, a couple things. Yeah, raise the floor. You want your cap, okay, fine. The percentage of players that are elite, the elite of the elite, what if we do what we talked about with the NFL? where the quarterback is exempt from the salary cap. You get one player on your roster that's exempt from the salary cap. So your Shohei Otanis of the world can now get paid. Your Aaron Judge, your Juan Soto, like whatever it is, right?
Yeah.
Because clearly, if I'm the MLBPA, I go, clearly, owners, you guys can afford it. You're already paying him that. You're currently paying them that. So it's not the money. It's not the dollar value you care about. It's the cap. It's the overall group not spending as much.
Right.
So I think there's ways. The problem that will lead back to this is what happened with us is why we lost an entire season in the NHL. Egos. The egos of the players are saying, because they've already done so, we'll never have a salary cap. Well, like that means you're not going to negotiate. That means that you might as well kiss baseball goodbye then. And the owners saying we can't survive without a salary cap. Those are ultimatums. It's not like, hey, we want to find something that works for both sides. And I said, well, let's assign a weakness. Well, this is how negotiations work. It really doesn't have to, though. It really doesn't have to.
Yeah. All right, it's Fastlane on 101 at ESPN. We got the lineup out, so we'll play the lineup game next. time to play the lineup game here in the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN as the Cardinals continue their series with the Texas Rangers. Last night they faced Jacob deGrom. Tonight they will get Nathan Eovaldi, another right-hander. Right-hander Nathan Eovaldi on the bump for the Rangers. He will be opposed by Dustin May, coming off a near no-hitter from his last start.
He was really good last game, huh?
Damn right he was. All right. Marshy, show us J.J. Weatherholt.
What's the best kind of firework to buy?
Wouldn't you like to know, Weather Boy?
Show us Ivan Herrera.
What's your favorite position?
Designated hitter.
That's cool with me. It's not my favorite, but I'll do it for you.
Jamie?
What do we got on the bump?
Right-hander Nathan Eovaldi.
I think it's Burley.
Do it.
Show us that Burley.
He's not some magic star.
What? You're insane. He's a huge star at this specific sliver of time.
Guys think that Jordan Walker's getting a day off?
I don't think so.
I don't either. Show us Jordan Walker.
That one touched the ground. That one touched the ground.
Yeah. What's going on there? I'm just fixing something that's been bugging me.
Wait a minute. What have we here?
All right, this one threw us for a massive tailspin yesterday.
Yeah. So does he just run it back?
Who did we have?
The way that
yesterday?
lineup hit, sure.
We had Torres here. I think Velasquez is going back in.
Okay.
You guys, what do you think?
I can go with that. I can dig it.
Can you
dig
it?
Because, well, nah, hold on.
I'm just wanted
Because Herrera is probably DHing.
Yes.
So then Velasquez would have to play a position and not DH if you're putting him in. What say you?
He could play left field.
I don't know. Anthony? Because Herrera only catches for Palante and McGreevy.
Correct. So he's a
Justin
DH.
May is starting.
Is Crooks catching maybe?
Yes.
I would assume Crooks is catching.
So Velasquez was either playing left fields
Or left out.
or left out.
Yeah.
You want to put him in left field, Jamie?
Is he that much of a drop off? Torres kicked that thing around yesterday.
He needed a fork on that one play.
Yeah.
Do it.
Needed
Do
a
it,
fishing
Jamie.
net.
Do it. I believe in you.
Show us Velasquez.
What a shame.
That didn't feel very good, guys. I have to admit it.
Why don't you rebound with Torres then?
No, you guys go ahead. I'm still licking my wounds here.
Show us Brian Torres.
Hello, Brian.
Welcome to the big show.
All right. Mason Wynn. Show us Mason Wynn.
Shortstop. That's right. Now and forever. Forever and ever. Shortstop.
We aren't in the top 10.
Wait.
This is bull.
He's the best in the business.
Best arm in baseball.
This is where Gorman was yesterday.
I'm going back with Gorman. You guys can hate me later.
I think you're right. Like I said earlier, you don't really have an option.
Man,
Get the Ferminator.
you're gonna sink or swim, and if this is Gorman's last year ever, it'll just be that. But I think it's Nolan Gorman.
I think there's an extended runway here. Sorry for the
very much so.
runway term, but with Gorman as the seventh hitter.
Correct. Do it, Anthony.
Show us the strikeout king.
Wow. Come on, man.
What?
Not wrong. Go ahead. I'm with you. I don't see anything wrong with what you're saying.
Marsh?
He doesn't know who that is.
He knows who it is.
There's a lot of those out there. Yeah, you got to be specific.
There's one more.
Show us
prominent.
the strikeout king that really is infuriating you right now.
Anthony, we have rules around here. You're going to have to say
Rules
his
and
name.
regulation. Say his
I'm not
name like
budging.
Beyonce.
You might be wrong,
Say
too.
my name, say my name.
Show us Nolan,
News recently.
the strikeout king. Gorman.
That's better.
We need 38 home runs, 120 RBIs.
I'm ready to go in, Coach. Just give me a chance. I know there's a lot riding on it, but it's all psychological.
Told you it's all psychological. He'll get it.
Halftime.
Do we think that that's how Nolan Gorman is going about his day?
No. But damn, that's a funny scene.
Oh, man.
Halftime.
Jim Carrey is hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
This is probably Jimmy Crooks.
Yeah. All right. We need that catching.
Show us JC.
Really? He'd be higher than 8th.
He's batting cleanup.
Yeah.
Cleanup
He'd
everybody's mess.
probably be. He'd probably be a two-hole hitter, or leading off. He'd be leading off.
I was thinking leading off. Yeah, I'd say leading off because you
JC
get more
would be leading
at
off.
bats.
Yeah, I mean, and he's the best of all time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yep.
but show us Jimmy Crooks, the other
that
JC.
guy plays for the Dodgers.
That's true.
Who are you?
I'm nobody.
No. I know you. He was at that party with me, the one I was telling you about. Remember? He's Jimmy's brother, the guy, the singer.
You won't sing for us? All right. Jamie?
Show us Victor Scott, the second strikeout king.
He hit last night.
Feels good going fast.
I guess I was going about 65 tops.
What are we doing here?
You know what we're doing.
You're being
You
a bunch of Diamondbacks.
You
That's
know
what?
what?
You're doing.
You know what?
It's
You
not true.
lose. You lose. You get the ultimate snark from this show. Everybody knows that. So let's not start crying
I
now.
mean, we did a couple of years ago. If they didn't win or hit, they didn't get the. We didn't even do the lineup game.
Oh, now a little snark
Hey,
and
what are we
Marsh
doing?
is
What are we doing
offended?
here, Marshy? What is he doing?
It was one game. They just won a series against the Cubs.
Yeah, do it again.
Anthony, you did mention earlier that Marshy's getting a little soft.
Yeah, a
Starting to see
little
it.
bit.
I didn't agree with him at first, Marshy, especially
That's
since you're
fine.
wearing that Black Sox hat.
Yeah, thank you.
Trying to support youth baseball around
You are.
here.
Yep. We got a game tonight, too, so. Go ahead, Marsh, run that thing.
All right, leading off, second baseman J.J. Weatherholt batting second. Your DH, Ivan Herrera, batting third. First baseman, Alec Burleson. Your cleanup hitter in right field is Jordan Walker. Batting fifth in left field, Brian Torres. Batting sixth, the shortstop, Mason Wynn. Batting seventh, the guy who's trying, Anthony, Nolan Gorman. He's playing third base.
Trying.
Batting eighth and catching is Jimmy Crooks. And batting ninth in center field, Victor Scott, the second.
Back. Stay fair! Stay fair!
Go foul!
I don't believe what I just saw! Home run!
All right, Marsh, hit us with them standings.
All right, Anthony, you're still in the lead. Jamie's in second. I'm in third. Carey is in fourth. None of us had Mason win last night
I
to
did.
touch seats.
Didn't I?
Yeah, you did in your mind, then you didn't say Mason when you said
Like
Jordan
I didn't
Walker.
say Shohei Ohtani, huh? But
Yeah.
one and a half
Scratched him
hits.
off, except for you did good intel yesterday.
All right, give me Jordan Walker.
Step out on a limb there. Yeah.
I don't say, hey, listen, I'm trying to win. Okay?
I ain't mad at you.
Just lost bet the board because Jamie put together one of his goofball parlays that had cashed. You know what I mean?
I wish both of you
A
all
little
would've
salty.
lost. That was rude.
Had one of my better months. This
That was
guy just
rude.
comes in with a. I said I had one of my better months. All of a sudden, he goes to half court, takes a half court shot.
Tell me
Sinks
about
it.
Desperation.
Desperation. Anyways, Jordan Walker, please.
Jimmy Crooks.
Okay.
Do I dare do
Yeah,
it?
yeah. I thought about it, Marsh, but then I thought Marsh is going to do it.
You kind of have to.
You kind of have to. Go for it. I wrote it down for you. Look, I just did.
Or do I go with Nelson Velasquez off the bench once again? He did get an opportunity last night.
You know what you need to do. Go for it.
What was he going with?
Tell
I know what I have to do, but I don't know if I have the strength to do it.
Strength, is that what they call it now?
Nolan Gorman.
Is that what you're doing? Oh my God. My God, man. You know what? Give me Ivan Herrera.
Oh,
He only gets home runs when other people when you don't pick him.
Oh,
He hates
Yvonne.
he hates me. Yeah.
Who'd you have, Anthony?
Jordan Walker.
Oh, and who'd you take?
Crooks.
Oh, okay. I heard who Marsh took.
Yeah, I have Gorman.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Who'd you take, CD?
Ivan Herrera.
Yvonne, that's right.
Jordan Walker was swinging at pitches in section 305 last
Yeah,
night.
he was.
By the way, what was he thinking on that challenge?
He was challenging.
It was clear.
It was right down the plate.
He got butt hurt because he missed the thing, and he's like tapping his. I'm like, dude, it is a clear strike. It wasn't even close, Anthony.
It happens.
3/4 of the ball was red.
It happens.
Yeah, it's tough. Cardinals lost both of their challenges early in that game.
Yeah,
Two
they
innings
did.
First couple of innings.
Yeah, they're like, we don't need these
Yeah,
things.
that umpire last night behind the plate was not doing anybody any
He
favors.
was happy.
Yeah, he was happy.
I'm sure they are happy when you run out of your challenges early. That way they can just call their game.
Right.
Not have to deal with your crap.
Now they're like, yeah, ball.
Now be mad.
Yeah, then you can do the spite thing. All right, it's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. We're taking your questions to the Air Comfort Service text line at 314-399-9646. Again, 314-399-9646. If you have any questions for us, send those in, and we'll do part one of the Sports Six Pack next.
101 ESPN Sports Center.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a Sports Center update brought to you by Universal Windows Direct. The Cardinals back in action tonight, taking on the Texas Rangers with Dustin May on the mound. First pitch is at 6:45. Coming up next, we have our Sports Six-Pack, Part 1. So send your questions our way to the Air Comfort Service text line, 314-399-9646. We'll answer your questions next. I'm Andrew Marsh, and this Sports Center update is brought to you by Universal Windows Direct. You'll be saying, I love my windows.
It's time for the Fast Lane to answer your sports questions.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions, and I want to have them answered immediately.
Asking me all these weird questions.
Answer the question.
Answer the question.
Answer me!
Refreshed by Urban Chestnut. Urban Chestnut Swickle Light Premium Light Beer. Live your lifestyle, St. Louis.
It's a Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. It's time for the Sports Six-Pack. 314-399-9646, the Air Comfort Service text line. Got any questions for us, send those in, and we'll answer them the next two segments here. Marsh, hit us with question 1, please.
Question number 1.
All right, from the 636, which team sending away a star player got the better return? The Cleveland Browns or the Philadelphia Eagles?
Cleveland Browns. Cleveland Browns are slowly
Cleveland
becoming
Browns got the best?
The better return?
The better return?
Yeah, who did the Eagles got an unknown draft pick?
The Eagles or Browns?
Yeah.
Gotta get Browns. Sorry, my bad. For some reason, I thought
I thought that's what
I was thinking something. No. The Eagles got a first-round pick.
That's what I said. They got an unknown player, though. You don't know who that player is.
Go ahead. I'll shut my mouth. Go ahead.
Was that the question? Did I miss the question?
Hey,
or?
who got the best return? The Browns got Jared Verse in return.
That's what I said. The Browns.
Okay.
I don't think the Rams obviously, but I didn't think they were talking about the Rams. I thought they were talking about the Rams.
Sure. Yeah.
Or the Eagles.
The two sides that gave up the player.
Gave up the best player.
Yeah.
So yeah, the Browns. And I told you I like what the Browns have been doing lately. Surprise, surprise. You know, they haven't messed anything up in a while.
They feel like they have a sense of direction.
Andrew Berry is doing a really good job as a GM. You know, he's done some. The last couple of drafts I think have been outstanding. This trade, you spoke about it yesterday. The Browns are nowhere near the timeline as it relates to Myles Garrett's career and when that career will be over. By the time he's 30 right now. They're probably 5 years, which means he'll be 35 by the time they're ready to compete. 3 to 5 years, I would assume.
Mm-hmm.
And by that time, you're probably on the tail end of Myles Garrett's career if he's still, playing at that high of a level, which is going to be difficult to do. But I think the Browns have done a fantastic job of drafting. Pretty much every single player they drafted last year played significant time, started games, played a lot of snaps, were a part of every rotation at every position. And I think they did a great job in this year's draft as well. So if they can figure out the quarterback position, I think the Browns are going to be good. And they just added a younger defensive star in Jared Verse. They got a really good defense already. Yeah, I think the Browns did a fantastic job in their return.
Question number 2.
From the never-ending wipe, is there another professional athlete that has infuriated you more than Nolan Gorman this season?
Oh, yeah, I don't think it's that bad. Like, he's not playing well, but doesn't seem like a bad guy.
Yeah.
Is this any team? In any sport?
Ever.
Well, it's this year, though. This season, right?
I thought you meant.
Oh, did you say this year?
Well, like his performance this season, has anybody ever sort of gotten under your skin, like any Falcons player?
Yeah, Kirk Cousins, yeah. Absolutely.
Okay, yeah.
Come on, man.
Week one against Pittsburgh. Didn't move the damn ball, and then he gave the game away with an interception.
I honestly think that there's a level of love and admiration you have for Kirky.
Well, you would be wrong, CD.
I think it's there. I think you watched that quarterback show and you were sitting there with Killian, and you know what, Killian, I didn't think I liked this guy, but he's not that bad of a guy. And I think a part of you turned and you saw that Atlanta versus Tampa game where he finished it off. He had like 500 yards passing, 5 touchdowns, finished it off and won that game in overtime, if I'm not mistaken. Mm-hmm. And you were sitting there watching, you were like, man, this guy might actually be a good guy and a good quarterback. And I think for a split second,
second part there.
I think for a split second, you allowed yourself to have hope. for your Atlanta Falcons. I know you did after that game for sure.
They were
that was a
eliminated.
hell of a performance. Not the first time.
Yeah.
No, it was like week 6.
Oh, you talking about the first year?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought so. Last year they were eliminated.
I'm talking about what didn't he have?
Oh, the first year.
The first
I thought
year.
you were talking about the Buccaneers comeback last because he really only beats the Bucs. So,
but
I
that
got
first
confused.
Buccaneers game when he had
Yeah.
to come back, they did the swag serve.
Oh, yeah. I was all in. But that angered me more because I knew better. I knew better than to trust that money grabbing you know what. You know?
It ain't his fault if they pay him, Anthony.
No, I'm not saying it's his fault. I'm just saying, as a fan, it sucks when a quarterback is making more money than any other quarterback in the history of the game, and everybody knows he's mid at best. Marsh, you know.
He was way better with my team than he was with yours.
How many playoff wins?
1.
Correct.
More than yours.
Well, we got the broken down version of Kirk Cousins.
Okay.
Since we're helping everybody out right now with this, the bottom line, Marsh, guy stinks.
That's fair. I was going to throw out Eric Fetty last year.
That's a good one, too.
That was not fun.
That's a good
Miles
one.
Michael, those two are 2 peas in a pod.
I was way angrier with the Fed Man and Miles Michaelis than I
was
have been
angry
with Nolan Gorman.
Angry with Michaelis and the Fed Man. Like, we went and got the Fed Man. Like, you know, whatever. And Miles, you know, he didn't like.
Well, he didn't help himself with some of those post game interviews.
No.
Take away the 9 hard hit balls that they had. I had a pretty good start. Okay.
They hit them 127 miles per hour.
Yeah.
Hey, every now and then you get good wood on it, you know?
Sure. Yeah.
I throw.
I'll be better next time. Will you?
Ed Donatell's performance as a defensive coordinator a couple of years ago for the Vikings before they got Brian Flores. I throw that one on there. He was. And
way back in the day.
Yeah, I was like, why would you be mad at him when he was with the Packers?
Because of him.
Do you remember what Ed Donatel, what he's famous for? As the DC for Green Bay?
What did he do?
It was about 2004 playoffs. Remember the Freddie Mitchell game?
Fred X?
Yeah.
But what did they do? He did something, yes.
The Eagles on like 4th and 26 completed a pass.
Blitz. Wasn't it all-out blitz?
It was his defense that gave up the 4th and 26 or 4th and 27, whatever it was, and the Eagles went on to play the Patriots in the Super Bowl.
I do remember that.
That was Ed Donatell's defense.
Yeah.
And then 20 years later, the Vikings said, this guy's got untapped potential.
Yeah. And he let Daniel Jones win a playoff game.
There you go.
And they got rid of him.
Well, certainly makes sense. All right, part 2 coming up next on 101 ESPN. Jamie, our guy, Stewie, is on the other line with a listener right now, 101 ESPN listener, that gave him a call about finding his dream home and needing a loan for it, right? And you've been in that process before. Mm-hmm. And for you, I know how many businesses that you have and how many different jobs you have. About 34. And it's not an easy process to gather all your financial information, provide the tax stuff, provide this form. And a lot of companies will tell you, hey, just go ahead and gather all that stuff up, and then, we'll help you. And they really don't. Not Stewie. Stewie says, just give me the information. I'll take it from there. And he does.
Yeah, he did a great job of helping me just simplify the process. And it went a long way. It made this purchase of the home the easiest one I've ever made. And I've bought and sold a lot of houses. Anthony, been traded a lot in my lifetime. But this was easy. This was easy thanks to my guy, Stewie. If you want that kind of customer service, just pick up the phone and call our guy or text him. If you don't get him right away, he will get back to you. His number's 314-324-4440.
Again, 314-324-4440.
Again, call, text, day, night, weekends, days off. There's no days off for Stewie.
No days.
If you can't remember that number, Anthony, what can you do?
You can always Google the bag alone.
NMLS number 226715.
It's time for the Fast Lane to answer your sports questions.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions. And I want to have them answered immediately.
Asking me all these weird questions.
Answer the question.
Answer the question.
Answer me!
Refreshed by Urban Chestnut. Urban Chestnut Swickle Light Premium Light Beer. Live your lifestyle, St. Louis.
Part 2 of the Sports Six Pack is right now, 314-399-9646, the Air Comfort Service text line. So you got any questions or comments, you can certainly send them there. Question 3, Marsh.
Question number 3.
All right, from the 314, what time is considered too late for an 8U weekday baseball game?
That's going to be 9 p.m., I'm sure. Man, those are crazy.
I wonder if that's one of our parents texting in now. We got a game tonight at 7:45. I don't think that's too bad.
My son would have some games that started at 9.
9 o'clock.
On a school night.
That's 9's late.
Yeah. It was like
8. I can see 8. 6, because 6 o'clock, really the first game can only start about 6.
Yeah. Parents
so 6 and 8, that's fine. 9's a little late.
It would be, I think, like 6, 7:30, 9.
No.
Be done by 10:30.
Baseball?
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, they're an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Max.
Mm-hmm.
That's not great.
Nah. Yeah.
Not too bad in the summer, right? Because kids are out of school. Not really a rush to get home, shower, eat, all those things. But, I mean, on a school night, man, it's like, whew. Gotta love sports. Youth sports, specifically.
Well, at least the kids, when they're done, though, I would assume that they're all tired and immediately go to sleep, right?
No.
Yeah, so
no, they're high on life.
Sometimes, but let me let you in on a little secret. Tired doesn't equal better. Because you get a kid that's tired, and it doesn't mean they just go sit in the car and they fall asleep or go home and get their jammies and go to bed. No, it means they're tired.
And
they're pissed off. They're cranky. They're bugging each other. They want to fight with their siblings. They won't shower. They won't do this.
Then they don't want to get up in the morning. And that's that's a completely different fight.
Then they'll record
because that
over
fight is
highlights.
Yeah.
100%. Well, son,
that morning fight is one like,
yeah, no thanks.
I remember dragging Haas by his feet. Now, he was in high school. I drag him by his feet out of his room, down the hallway, down the stairs to the front door. He still talks about it this day. I'm like, enough. Like, I woke him up like 5 or 6 times. And he just, yeah. No, Dad, I'm up. We go back to sleep. Now, I'm like, I was like, you're up now.
The bus is on the way.
I'll show you up.
Because now, if you don't catch the bus, depending on how old, now I have to.
You have to drive
you.
You can't just drive.
I gotta sit in that damn line. That takes 15 minutes.
Oh, if you're lucky. If you're lucky.
Morning is better than afternoon.
Afternoon's terrible.
Afternoon is like,
it's a commitment.
What are we doing? Yes. Right. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's a lifestyle, Marsh. You get ready for it when it's
it's gonna be great. You'll love it. Marsh, it'll be different.
You're gonna
love it.
Nah, you'll love it, man.
Yeah, it's great.
Sounds good.
Question number 4.
All right, Grant Francis fan club of this year's finalist. Which individual player do you want to see win the cup, and which do you most not want to win?
Ooh, I don't know if I have a player that, outside of maybe Mark Stone, I don't think I have a player on either side that I just don't like. I know you guys don't like, you, Marsh, don't like the Hurricanes jerseys. I know you.
Isn't that a crazy way to root against a team? I don't like their uniforms.
Jamie, for really good reasons.
I want Rod Brindamore to win.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's already won one.
But I want to. We just cut him off at once.
That's it. We're done with it.
It's done. He's got his.
You got one.
Yeah.
But as a coach.
Yeah.
He deserves it.
He deserves it very much. Yeah. So I don't really like Taylor Hall. He could not win. It'd be fine with me.
What about Stahl?
He's already won it, though.
Yeah, I know.
See,
but
he just told you he doesn't think you need to win more than one.
He's
a good veteran.
In my head, we're talking about players to me that haven't won it before.
Yeah. I think it'd be hilarious if Mitch Marner won, just because of the Toronto media.
That's my guy. I want him to win.
I think it would be hilarious.
And he's leading, or he's 1 or 2 in the league in playoff points. So you can't say, oh, he just rode the coattails of the Vegas Golden Knights. No, he's leading the team in scoring and the entire playoffs.
Yeah, I think he's earned it.
Mitch Marner's my pony for this one.
I like that. Yeah. It's a good one.
Mm-hmm. By the way, the Waterboy texted in. We started a game at 10 p.m. once for a July 4th tournament. We finished the game at like 11:55 p.m. as we are packing up and walking towards the parking lot. The lights turned off at midnight. We won, though.
It's crazy, man. Ooh, I like you, but you're crazy. You're crazy.
Question number 5.
All right. From the 314. This is a question that we get quite often, but this is the first time this person has texted in. So perhaps a new listener to the Fast Lane.
Oh, somebody told somebody.
Nice.
Need
good.
2 more.
Keep telling them people.
Good.
We got the first one. Who wears the C for the Blues next year?
The guy who's the captain.
You got to give it to the guy that's the captain.
Yeah, right? That makes sense.
Whoever
that way there's no confusion.
That's when they put the C on the sweater, and then the other guys get A's.
Yep, because they help.
Yeah, they're assistants or associate. What does that A stand for? Is it assistant or
alternate captain?
Alternate
or assistant captain.
There you
depending on which way you want to slice that one.
Okay. Yeah, I like that. So whatever player they stitch that C on, that's the captain.
It's Captain Roulette this year is what I heard.
Captain Ron.
The players will show up in the room and nobody knows where the C is going to be.
Can you actually do that? Or do you have to have a designated captain like in the NHL? You couldn't switch captains periodically. Is there a rule to that?
No, I think you could.
You could?
Because wasn't it there was a team that had co-captains where somebody wore the C at home and somebody wore the C on the road. It was really weird. But,
Interesting.
You probably, if you have to do that where you rotate the captaincy around, you probably don't have a captain.
Yeah. You have 2 quarterbacks. You don't have one.
Yeah, well, we know that.
Hurricanes.
Is it current Hurricanes?
the Hurricanes.
Yeah.
Is it Stahl and
Justin Falk?
Oh, that's right. Oh, yeah.
2017, 2018 season.
There you have it, folks.
Yeah, they just do things differently.
The Bruins, too, Ray Bork and Rick Middleton were named co-captains for the 85-86 season, alternating who wore the C at home and away games.
Yeah. I remember that. They were phasing Rick out. Not in a bad way. He'd been around a long time.
Sure.
Mr. Koufax already has too many co-counsels.
One more wouldn't hurt. All right, it's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. Marsh, do you have a Gauntlet contestant?
I do not. We need someone to text in Gauntlet if they want to participate.
314-399-9646 is the Air Comfort Service text line. So if you have a desire to play one of us in the Gauntlet, text in the word Gauntlet. You have an opportunity next. I love heading out to Auto Centers Nissan. In fact, I really like going to AutoCentersNissan.com and kind of perusing what they have there because they have the largest selection that you're going to find in the St. Louis or greater Illinois area. They've got great deals, too. So if you're in the market for a new Nissan, you've been checking out the new Nissan Rogue, Pathfinder, Murano, or Frontier models. They're available right now at Auto Centers Nissan with 0% APR for 60 months. If you're looking at 2025 models, so it would be new to you, still a new vehicle, but it's a model that's made from 2025. Those Nissans have been discounted up to $12,000 off MSRP at Auto Centers Nissan. They've got over 1,000 new and used vehicles. That's right, I did say used. Off of I-55 in Herculaneum, that's where their dealership sits, but all the vehicles are right there at the dealership. It's not drive to, Lot B, and that's 25 miles away. There is no Lot B for Auto Centers Nissan. What you find at AutoCentersNissan.com, you will find at the dealership. I mentioned those used vehicles. If you're shopping used, Auto Centers has one of the largest used vehicle selections in one location, and prices have been marked down significantly. Plus, select used vehicles are available with no money down and no payments for 3 months. Again, with over 1,000 vehicles in one location, it's easy to find the right fit, the right price, and the right payment. Tell them Stalter sent you when you head out to Herculaneum. It's Auto Centers Nissan and AutoCentersNissan.com.
warriors. 4 categories, 1 challenger. Can you survive the gauntlet?
Brought to you by Blue Note Roofing. Roofing, siding, and gutters. Visit BlueNoteRoofingSTL.com for a free inspection.
Time to play the gauntlet here in the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN, where it's 4:03. Your time check brought to you by Clarkson Jewelers, an officially licensed Rolex jeweler. Andrew Marsh, Carey Davis, and Jamie Rivers. I'm Anthony Stalter, and we welcome in Chris. New Chris. What's up, Chris?
Hey, how you doing?
Doing great, man. Appreciate you listening. Thank you for listening. Thank you for playing today. Would you like to take on Marsh, Carey, Jamie, or me?
I think Carey.
Carey Davis.
Good luck, Chris.
All right, you too.
All right, as Carey makes his way into the cone of silence, Chris, go ahead and tell Marsh to spin that wheel.
Spin that wheel.
What category are you hoping for here, Chris?
Not hockey.
Oh, boy.
Okay, let's see if the wheel decided to punish you.
The wheel, I'm not kidding, it's hockey.
It reversed course.
It's hockey. It never reversed course.
That's why I picked Carey. So.
Okay, all right.
Carey got, 5 points yesterday in hockey?
Yeah,
that's true.
Carey beat the other Chris in hockey yesterday.
Oh, wow.
Uh-oh.
All right, Chris.
I reversed it now.
All right, new Chris. You're going to get 4 hockey-related questions today. Each one is worth 2 points, unless you ask for the options. If you ask for the options, those questions become worth 1 point. Are you ready?
Yes.
Finland recently won gold at the 2026 World Championship. When was the last time Team USA won gold?
I'll take the options.
2025, 2024, 2023.
And can you repeat the question again? I'm sorry.
Sure. Finland recently won gold at the 2026 World Championship. When was the last time Team USA won gold?
I'll say 2024. Final answer.
All right, Chris, question 2. There are 3 players set to compete in the Stanley Cup final that have played over 800 career games while never winning a championship. Those players are Noah Hannafin at 829 and Thomas Hertl at 873. But who is in the top spot?
Options, please.
Is it Mitch Marner, Jordan Martin? Okay, that's spelled wrong. Jordan Martinook, or C, Taylor Hall?
B, final answer.
All right. Jordan Martinook.
Did you say B or C?
B, as a boy.
Perfect. All right, question number 3. The Golden Knights Avalanche series averaged 2.2 million viewers, making it the most viewed Western Conference final since...
Woof.
Woof.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Jamie would have trouble with these. Well,
100%.
Options.
Options are 2014. Should I say the team names associated with it?
Sure, that might help.
Okay. 2014, LA Kings versus Chicago Blackhawks. 2015, Blackhawks and Anaheim Ducks. Or 2016, San Jose Sharks and our St. Louis Blues.
I'll go with the first one, 2014, LA.
Final answer?
Final answer.
Perfect. All right, Chris, last question. 8 NHL players have won the Stanley Cup and Olympic gold in the same season. Who was the only American to do so with the 1980 Islanders and the Miracle on Ice team?
Options?
Ken Morrow, Mark Johnson, or Billy Carroll?
Mark Johnson, final answer.
All right. Let's bring Carey back from the cone of silence. Chris, how you feeling?
Should have just listened today.
Oh. Never know, man.
I like the honesty. All right, Carey's back here. Carey, how you doing, bud?
I'm great, man.
All right.
Yeah, chilling.
All right.
How's life?
Carey, your category today is hockey.
Oh, I had hockey yesterday.
Yeah.
Got it again today?
It's so good we do it again.
Oh, man. Thought I got past it. All right.
All right.
Come on, man.
Are you ready?
No.
Okay. Question 1. Finland recently won gold at the 2026 World Championship.
Okay.
When was the last time Team USA won golds?
At the World Championship?
Yes.
Oh, man.
The IIHF World Championships.
Yeah, we were just talking about that the other day. You're talking about Canada, though. Options.
2025, 2024, or 2023?
Hell if I know. 2023. Final answer.
Question 2. There are 3 players set to compete in the Stanley Cup final that have played over 800 career games while never winning a championship. Noah Hannafin has played 829 games. Thomas Hertel has played 873 games. But who is in the top spot of those 3?
Options.
Is it Mitch Marner, Jordan Martinook, or Taylor Hall?
You just said you didn't like the Taylor Hall guy. Because he's been around long and hadn't won anything. You know what? That Martin who, what's his name?
Yeah, Jordan Martinook.
Yeah, him or Taylor Hall. I don't even think the Martiner Hook is what's his name? Martiner Hook? Jordan the Martiner Hook?
Mitch Marner Hook?
Yeah, him.
Jordan Martinook.
Oh, Martinook. Yeah, give me Martinook.
Okay.
Final answer.
Question number 3. The Golden Knights Avalanche series averaged 2.2 million viewers, making it the most viewed Western Conference final since...
You want the year or you want the teams?
Either or.
Come on, man.
The year.
Who was in it last year? What was... you want the year?
Mm-hmm. That'd be nice.
2025. Hell, I don't know. Final answer.
All right, CD. Final question.
I don't like how you're staring at me, sir.
I don't like the way I stare at you.
8 NHL players have won the Stanley Cup and Olympic gold in the same season. Who was the only American to do so with the 1980 Islanders and the Miracle on Ice team?
Options.
Ken Morrow, Mark Johnson, Billy Carroll.
Billy Crystal?
Nope.
Mm-mm.
Ken Morrow.
Mark Johnson, Billy Carroll.
Let's go Mark Johnson. Final answer.
All right. Let's go over these today. Chris versus Carey.
This is ridiculous.
Why don't we start there? 8 NHL players have won the Stanley Cup and Olympic gold in the same season. Who is the only American to do so with the 1980 Islanders and the Miracle on Ice team? We just heard CD say Mark Johnson after listening to the options. Chris also said Mark Johnson. Correct answer is...
none other than Ken Morrow.
Ken Morrow.
Kenneth Morrow.
So we have a 0-0 tie.
This is a theme.
There are 3 players set to compete in the Stanley Cup final that have played over 800 career games while never winning a championship. Noah Hannafin is at 829, and Thomas Hertel is at 873. But who is in the top spot? Carey went with Jordan Martinook. Chris also went with Jordan Martinook.
I should have went with Taylor.
Correct answer is...
You should have. It's Taylor Hall.
Taylor Hall. 0-0. Finland recently won gold at the 2026 World Championship. When was the last time Team USA won golds? Chris said 2024. Carey said 2023. Correct answer is... That's right, Jamie.
2015.
2025.
No, 2025.
Yeah, 2025 you meant. Yep.
Oh, I wasn't following along.
That's what you said. That's what you meant. Last year, 2025. 2025.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah. Well, you meant 2025.
Yeah.
All right.
I was asleep at the wheel here, boys.
We got 0-0
check, Marsh.
tie.
0-0. Okay.
It's a barn burner.
It really is. Yeah. All right. It comes down to this. The Golden Knights Avalanche series averaged 2.2 million viewers, making it the most viewed Western Conference final since Carey, without the options, said 2025. Chris, with the options, said 2014. Your options were 2014, 2015, and 2016. So we know Carey can only lose for a walk-off. If it's 2014, tough, Chris wins the nail biter today, 1-0. Chris.
Walk it off.
Yeah.
Jamie.
2015.
2015 is the correct answer.
Oh, that was the answer.
Yeah, he absolutely didn't mean 2025. He panicked, read the wrong one.
Oh, man.
Either way,
we got there.
We got a 0-0 tie. So this is how it's going to work. Carey's going to write down his answer while Chris holds off on giving his. As soon as Carey writes his answer down and shows us, Chris, we're going to need your answer. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Closest to the pin wins. Here's your tiebreaker. Taylor Hall has the most games played on both Carolina and Vegas's rosters without winning a Stanley Cup. How many games has Taylor Hall played? Carey's thinking about this. He's going to write down his answer. And we have Carey's. Okay. Chris, what's your answer?
469.
All right. No math needed on this one. Marshy, Taylor Hall has the most games played on both Carolina and Vegas's roster without winning a Stanley Cup. How many games has Taylor Hall played? CD, you wrote down?
937.
937. Chris wrote down, or Chris said 469.
Now,
he did what I did.
Chris could have paid attention to question 2, which asked, there are 3 players with over 800 games.
Chris did what I did.
It's okay, Chris. I just fell asleep at the wheel earlier. It's fine.
Might be an indication here. Chris.
You have chosen poorly.
You lose.
Chris, hey, listen, it happens to the best of us.
Yes.
Correct answer is
989.
989.
Oh, wow.
Carey's pretty close at 937 there. Chris, I'm sorry, man. We're going to send you home today. But good effort.
Appreciate it, guys.
We appreciate it.
Enjoy your show. Thanks a lot.
Oh, thanks a lot, Chris. We appreciate you, man.
Care, buddy.
Thank you. All right, we've been there. We've all been there. We were like, son of a.
Oh, yeah.
We had the Tom Brady question.
The Tom Brady one, yeah.
How many yards I went under.
Yeah.
The answer was already in the question.
Right.
It was definitely over.
That's tough to remember that, though. Because, like, you're trying to listen to the question, a bunch of numbers being thrown at you. So,
especially when someone's given the wrong answers to different questions. That can probably confuse you.
The right answer to the wrong question.
That's certainly tough. Let's do this now because we do need bet the board contestants. So we're going to give away the Battlehawks tickets right now. The road to the UFL United Bowl starts this Sunday at the Battle Dome, and we have your shot to score a pair of tickets to the St. Louis Battlehawks home playoff game against the Louisville Kings. Text in now to 314-399-9646. Just text in Battlehawks, and if you are the Carey, what number did you wear in high school?
25.
If you're the 25th texter to 314-399-9646, you'll receive those Battlehawks tickets. You can find all the ticket info and a bonus chance to register to win free tickets for this Sunday's St. Louis Battlehawks home playoff game at 101ESPN.com or your 101 ESPN mobile app. Does the Myles Garrett trade represent a shift in NFL philosophy? You might be surprised to know that maybe it did. That's next on 101 ESPN. I was reading an article at The Ringer today, and the author brought up a pretty interesting point about the Myles Garrett trade and how it represents or could represent a shift in philosophy when it comes to NFL teams. The author also at The Ringer drew the connection to the Randy Moss trade from when Randy Moss was suffering with the Raiders. Remember, I mean, he looked like he had flat out quit.
Yeah.
And the Patriots acquired him, I believe, for just like a fourth-round pick or something.
Yep.
And the author kind of started with that history lesson. So most people remember the Patriots trading for Moss as the Patriots rescued a declining star and unlocked his greatness. But the author argues that's only half the story. The bigger reality was New England's dynasty formula was starting to become outdated. And this is what happens to dynasties, right? You have to look at things to make sure that you're still ahead. A lot of times the rest of the league will catch up. They'll start to use your philosophies against you, and you better be able to adapt. the Patriots' defense was aging, the NFL was becoming more pass-heavy, and Peyton Manning and the Colts were showing that elite offense, could overcome an average defense. And that's really what the Colts had. I mean, they had some stud players, but it was, overall, it was still probably a league average defense. So Tom Brady needed more weapons. So Belichick didn't just acquire Moss because Moss needed the Patriots. The Patriots needed Randy Moss as well. They also added Wes Welker. They added Dante Stallworth,
Mm-hmm.
And that's how the Patriots operated. Well, if you look at how the last 2 Super Bowl winners operated, the Eagles harassed Patrick Mahomes in the Super Bowl they won. And last year, the Seahawks, throughout the entire season, were harassing quarterbacks.
Mm-hmm.
And the Rams looked at the situation and said, our offense is good. Our offense is potentially great. Our defense is good, but not elite. And they said, we need to do what those other teams did, or at least had, and add a dynamic pass rusher. So, question is, do you see this as a bit of a shift in NFL philosophy from offenses have reigned, now it is mostly about who can get after the quarterback?
Yeah, I think when you look at the Kansas City Chiefs have been kind of the team of the decade, right? They have been to multiple Super Bowls, but the ones that they've lost have been because Patrick Mahomes got harassed by defensive linemen, linebackers, blitzing teams that got after the quarterback and made life hell on him in that specific game. The Buccaneers did it, and you just talked about the Eagles doing it as well.
Yeah.
If you have a guy on your team, the comparison, I started reading the story, and the comparison is phenomenal because it is both players in their 30s. Randy Moss was in his 30s. Myles Garrett in his 30s, both about a decade into their career on fledgling franchises that have no path to success or championships in the near future, and they get traded to a spot where Randy Moss went to a team that went undefeated in the regular season and throughout the playoffs until they got to the Super Bowl and lost to Eli Manning and the Giants. I don't know what's going to happen for Myles Garrett, but he's on a team that was in the NFC Championship game just last year, a team that had an opportunity to potentially, win the entire thing and took a loss to the eventual Super Bowl champ, a team that is a few years removed from winning a Super Bowl and has all of the pedigree of a quarterback that just won NFL MVP. Like, they got everything on the offensive side that would make you say, man, we're one piece away. That edge rusher, that elite edge rusher off of the edge. Mm-hmm. And they went out and got Trent McDuffie as well in the offseason. They traded away their first-round pick for that. So they've done a really good job of adding the defensive element to their team, to a team that is their offense is they're going to put up points.
Right.
Can they get a stop when need be? And last year against the Seahawks, they were unable to. Mm-hmm. I think Myles Garrett will be able to get that stop or help aid in getting that stop come playoff time this year.
Yeah, and that article we're referencing, Jamie, of the Ringer, it wasn't just about Garrett. It was about organizations kind of recognizing certain things about themselves. Self-awareness. Belichick, say what you want, but Belichick recognized that they can't win. They can't keep winning the same way. When it comes to McVay and Les Snead, they recognize we can't get over the hump with our current group of, players on defense. And I like when in any sport, teams say, this is where we are now, and if we stay this way, we're going to waste some of our talents. Or we can pivot. And we can make some changes. We can make some additions. We can get ahead of the curve. And those are the teams that put themselves, I think, in championship windows.
Yeah, it's a slippery slope, though, right? Because if we think about it, to a smaller degree, the Cardinals kept trying to do that. They kept trying to avoid the inevitable.
Yeah.
And so they kept trying to backfill with these players. Now, they weren't spending money like on a guy like Myles Garrett, but they also didn't have a really good, young, talented player that they could ship off to the other team to get a Myles Garrett, or they were unwilling to.
Sure.
So it's a talent. Being a team that can do just this right here, and when Bill Belichick did it with Randy Moss and whatnot, and there's several other cases, being able to identify the player, recognizing the moment or where your team is at, the timeline of your team, putting it all together, and then having the assets to acquire that player, then having the right system to accommodate said player or players, depending on where you're at, it's a talent.
It's not unlike what Vegas did and Carolina's done and what Colorado has done. They recognize what they have, and they recognize that's it goes back to the conversation that we had about Colorado and Vegas. It was like, hey, why don't more NHL teams build this way? Because not everyone has Nathan McKinnon. But to Vegas and Colorado's credit, they built rosters that had those guys. The expansion draft helped Vegas, and Colorado helped by being awful for a long time.
Yep.
And then once they knew they had those that established core, they struck while the iron was hot.
They have,
and they didn't miss.
And we're actually, oddly enough, going to get into all of this in a little bit. There's some comparable teams in different sports that have done it different ways.
You teasing Mother Blanker.
And so we're going to get into that when we talk about the bill will eventually come due for certain teams.
You deep teasing son of a gun. Well done. Well done.
I think he likes it.
I learned from the best, Anthony.
Carey, I agree.
No, you, man.
No.
Oh, you.
You know what we do? We're going to call you Radio. Mr. Radio instead of Mr. We are just called Radio.
I don't like that.
That was a movie called Radio.
It was a documentary.
Yeah, documentary called Radio.
It's way different. Well, that was a football movie.
You know what? That young man had a lot of heart, and we know I don't.
A lot of comparisons right there.
I don't.
He's a good person.
He was a really good person.
That was a football movie. You're Mr. Radio. We don't need a Mr. We are Radio.
Yeah, no, I don't. I don't accept your gratitude on that. 314-399-9646.
Sierra I compliment you.
Sierra Comfort Service, please. Sierra Comfort Service text line. We need new Bet the Board contestants. Congratulations to Jamie, who not only hit his parlay on Friday to tie me, but we had a walk-off, so to speak, and Jamie definitely had more points than I did in his 5 picks. I think he wanted before. I think he only had 2. So Jamie won. May Bet the Board. Do you know who the winner was to Marsh? Sorry if you don't have that pulled up. We can get to that later.
No, I have it right here. It was Jeff.
Jeff, congratulations to you. You got yourself a 101 ESPN prize pack coming, courtesy of Jamie's late game heroics. But now
Good job,
we need
Jamie.
Thanks.
Now we need Bet the Board contestants for the month of June. 314-399-9646. The Air Comfort Service tax lines. If you want to play June's Bet the Board, please text them. Well, Jamie, you had mentioned this. Not much of a deep tease, just a tease. The bill will eventually come due. With which team first? And we'll throw you some options next on 101 ESPN.
101 ESPN Sports Center.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a Sports Center update brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling. The Cardinals take on the Rangers once again tonight. Dustin May will toe the rubber for the Cardinals. 6:45 first pitch. Tonight on 101 ESPN, we'll have Game 1 of the Stanley Cup Final as the Carolina Hurricanes take on the Vegas Golden Knights. Pre-game for that one starts at 6:30. Puck drop is at 7. I'm Andrew Marsh, and this Sports Center update is brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling, a Daikin heating and air conditioning dealer.
Before we dive into our next topic, we've got Michael on the line, who's got the first pick in June for Bet the Board. What's up, Michael?
Hey, Anthony.
Appreciate you listening. Thanks for playing. Would you like Andrew Marsh, Carey Davis, Jamie Rivers, or me to attach yourself to for the picks for Bet the Board?
I think I'm going to go with you, Anthony. You got a chip on your shoulder after losing late.
You know what, Michael? I appreciate you big time. I was hoping for this opportunity. I didn't want to beg for it, though. You know what I mean? So I'm glad that you and I are on the same page. Let's dominate these fools, especially Jamie.
Let's do it.
Thank you. All right, Michael, I appreciate your trust.
Probably just
a lot of bravery out of you today, Michael. A lot of bravery.
Gave you a great nickname and everything.
No, you didn't. You didn't.
Like it.
Michael, I'm making it personal. They say never make it personal. I'm going to make it personal for you and I against Jamie. All right?
All right.
All right. Thank you, Michael. We'll see you, pal.
Thank you.
What's your problem?
You.
I understand that, but, why? What's your problem?
You.
What did I do?
You know what you did.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I've shown you nothing but respect, and this is what I get?
Nothing but respect, really.
Yeah.
Gave me a nickname.
I honored you as the radio guy around here.
Yeah. Okay.
Did you or did you not go to school for radio?
I did.
Did you not start from the bottom up in radio?
I did.
Street team, all that stuff, producer, yeah. Did Carey and I do any of that?
No.
No. So you're Mr. Radio.
Okay. I'm going to call you Goldberg.
I'll take that.
Guy had issues on and off the ice.
What about the wrestler?
I thought it was the wrestler. I was like, yeah, I'll take that.
Yeah, he wasn't talking about that one.
No. The Mighty Ducks Goldberg.
I didn't play goalie.
Neither did he at the end. He played defense.
I did play one time.
He shifted to defense. Yeah.
He's got some issues now, though. Anthony.
He does.
You know?
Shouldn't laugh. Yeah, he does. He has some things.
I don't know why you're wishing that upon me. That's weird.
Well, you wished upon me.
I didn't wish
much,
it. I call
much worse.
I call radio. Mr. Radio. Sorry, go back to Mr. Radio.
Yeah. All right.
Well, how about Mr. Radio is better.
What about Mr. Media?
Yeah.
There you go. Mr. Media.
Mr. Media. How about we rebrand this thing, huh?
Mr. Media.
All right.
I like that one.
Here's Ryan Whitney on Spittin' Chicklets on Vegas and Carolina and the roster construction.
There's one top 5 pick picked by this team in the series, right? That's Svechnikov. He was second overall, okay? And then you got Seth Jarvis as a first-round pick. After that, non-first-round picks, Jackson Blake, Aho, Nikishin, Slavin, Trade, Hall, Stankoven, Miller, Stahl, Martinuk, Jankowski, Delorier. Then you got all these other guys that are free agents. Robinson, Mike Riley, Sean Walker, Ehlers, Chatfield, Gostisbehere, Carrier, Frederick Anderson. And it's even crazier with just trades on Vegas. It's basically all trades. And it kind of brings me to think, you talk about you need to tank, and we've said it, you need to tank, you need to get all these high picks, the way Pittsburgh did it, the way Chicago did it. These teams have done it different.
All right, so again, that was Ryan Whitney spitting chicklets on Vegas, Carolina.
Yeah.
Who eventually will receive the bill first? Because you do all these things. You know you have a championship caliber team, or you want to add to what you have.
Yeah.
So you make trades, you make bold moves. We just got done talking about the Rams. The Rams eventually will have the bill come due, and it's going to be nasty. And they're going to try to continue to have this window open as long as they can. Vegas, Carolina, not to the same degree because there's it's a little bit different for both teams. But who will the bill come due for first, Carolina or Vegas?
Well, I think it's Vegas in this particular situation. And it's funny you bring up the Rams because we had marked it in here too. Like the Rams said, fast lane them picks, and they kind of keep doing that, even though they just traded an actual player. He was a first-round pick. pick for Myles Garrett.
Who's younger versus younger. Yep.
All that stuff. Looking at the Vegas Golden Knights chart, and Marsh and I were looking at the way they were built, and they had this like little scale of colored pie, like a chart, and yellow would be players that they acquired outside the organization, and almost their entire roster is yellow.
Wow.
They don't have a top 5 pick on their roster. They only have 2 guys from the expansion draft that they still have from the original one. And so eventually, when you look at the contracts that are in place for Eichel, Stone, even Marner, like the bill is going to come due, and they have no picks.
Mm-hmm.
They have no real young guys to develop. Now, we said the same thing about the Rams a couple of years ago. Remember, they won their Super Bowl. We're like, well, there you go. Yeah, there's your devil money, right? Because now you're going to pay the freight because you got nothing in the pipeline. And what did they do? I think they had 1 year where they were like, yeah, and then right back on the pony. And here we go again, trading for Myles Garrett and we're looking for another Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
So the bigger question to me, which is kind of fun to play this game, is not Carolina-Vegas. Well, who does the bill come to first when it's the Rams or the Vegas Golden Knights? Because they're literally almost in the exact same predicament, and they every year they find a way to kick the can down the road just a little bit.
Sure.
You know, Marshy brought up a good point. He says, well, Vegas has all these players. They can still make trades. They could. But in a couple of years, if they hang on to Eichel, if they hang on to Barbashev, if they hang on to, Marner and all that, they'll eventually get older, and their game will be on the decline, and it won't be as easy to trade them then. And you won't have the replacement as far as who could take their spot in the pipeline. So at least Vegas has a minor league team that they can try to build up.
Right.
The Rams, as we've talked about a multitude of times, they got practice roster, and that's it.
Sure.
Well, if you look at both teams, the Rams, and a lot of people's opinion, just wasted a first-round pick. Vegas, they don't show up to a media session, and they lose a second-round pick.
Yeah. One they sure could use.
How are these teams ultimately going to rebuild their roster without somewhat of a tank?
Yeah.
What Ryan Whitney is saying, well, these two teams, they're not tanking. They haven't for a while. Vegas has never tanked.
No.
They've only been in the league for, 10 years, give or take?
Yeah.
So they've never gone about that. Whereas you look at other teams who continue to tank, and they just tank. They never get better.
Right.
They're not trading their assets away. Like, that's how you get to be one of these teams. You have to eventually trade your assets. You have to be somewhat risky and not just let everybody develop because they might not.
But you also have to have the assets.
You do.
So if you look at Vegas right now, currently in the 2026 draft, no first round. Now, thanks to John Torrella, no second-round pick.
Thanks, John.
Third-round pick, no fourth-round pick. And they have a 5th, 6th, 7th. So that's really you hope something good comes out. 2027, no first-round pick, no third-round pick.
Dang.
So for the next 2 years, they don't have a first-round pick. Now, Tim Peel, our good buddy Peelsy, just texted me, and he's like, he thinks that more teams are going to try and copy, the 3 Stanley Cups in 9 years for Vegas. I don't disagree, but it's a lot harder to do it that way. The way the Blackhawks did it in their little dynasty, they drafted, developed, and added. Because their core guys were all drafted and developed internally. Vegas doesn't have that. Who's their drafted and developed player? There's none. We just told you the whole chart is full of guys they acquired.
Right.
So I just don't see that being sustainable.
I still think the Rams will have the bill come due first, just because in hockey it takes a little longer for the players to develop.
Well, and their golden goose, their quarterback Matthew Stafford, how long is he going to be in the NFL for?
Right.
I don't think the Rams. We went down that stat. 10 years, they've only had 3 first-round draft picks. They traded away Jared Goff. They just traded away Jared Verse. Those are 2 of them. Then they just drafted.
I just don't like Jared's.
Yeah, clearly. Then they just drafted Ty Simpson. I think that the need for a quarterback, they understood that that's going to sustain them and allow them to, they've had their franchise quarterback for those 10 years, whether it was Jared Goff or then trading for Matthew Stafford. that's the franchise quarterback that you had for 10 of those years. And now it's probably going to be about 11 or 12 years whenever Matthew Stafford retires. Then you hope that Ty Simpson is that. If you have that figured out, the rest of it is you can figure everything else out.
Yeah.
If you got the quarterback position. So I don't think that the Rams, I don't think that they view it as the bill is going to come due at some point. I'm looking at their since 2016 when Goff was drafted, they didn't make the playoffs that year, but lost in the wild card in 17, lost in the Super Bowl in 18, no playoffs in 19, lost in the division in 20, won the Super Bowl in 21, didn't make the playoffs in 22, lost in the wild card, lost in the division, lost in the conference championship. They've missed the playoffs twice in that period.
Mm-hmm.
So it's and one of them came after a Super Bowl win, one of them came after a Super Bowl loss. So it's like I don't think that they feel this need for having first-round picks. Hey, you don't know what that player is going to be. Like, if I can get a known commodity, a player that I know, like when they traded that pick to the Kansas City Chiefs and the Chiefs drafted, was it Messamore? Who did they draft out of LSU? The cornerback.
Macklemore.
No, he's more Pacific Northwest.
He's probably a hockey player. He raps, but he was more of a hockey player.
Not anymore.
What the hell's the guy's name?
But you know him. I can't remember his name. But either way, the Chiefs drafted him, but they traded away McDuffie. So the Rams are saying, if I'm in that position to draft a corner,
Delane,
yeah. Mansour
Delane.
If I'm in the position to draft a corner or take a corner that I know has had success at this level, I think they value players that have actually already played more than taking a flyer on a guy that may or may not translate to being really good at the NFL level, especially specifically in the first-round pick.
Yeah.
Like, you can still draft those guys, and I think they're doing a good job of drafting in other rounds and developing those players to be integral parts. You start them on special teams. You give them opportunities to play in the NFL, and then when your time comes, then you transition to being a starter, but you've already had a number of reps in the NFL.
Right.
I think that they don't view it as that much of an issue, and that's why they said F them picks. We're going to try to win the Super Bowl and win championships with known commodities as opposed to going all in on draft picks.
And well, to your point, Carey, if you're a fan of either of these teams, do you really care if your team is picking up multiple championships within, a short period of time? Do you care what the future looks like?
No.
You don't.
No, you don't.
Now, you might 10 years from now.
Yeah, but you'll have the championships.
You might be a Chicago Blackhawks fan where you're like, oh, man. Like,
but still, you go.
You had three
Stanley Cups. Like, oh, I'm sad my team sucks. You know what?
When's the last Stanley Cup the Blackhawks have won, though?
That was in 2015.
How many years have they missed the playoffs in a row now?
I don't think they've been back to the playoffs outside of the bubble year where it seemed like everybody made it. I don't think they have made the playoffs in a legit NHL season since they lost to the Blues.
So I'm saying,
which was in 2016.
So the bill came due for that, and they're paying it still.
It was ugly.
And there's really there's no sight. There's no light at the end of the tunnel here.
No.
Not next year, not the year. Like, if you look at the Central Division, they're so far behind in a lot of things that bill is still, it won't be paid for a while.
But no, you're right. And that group of fans, though, still can go back to, 2010,
They can,
2012.
but the new group of fans have nothing but misery.
Well, blank them. They're going to have to go through the misery just like those fans did. And eventually, if you get 3 Stanley Cups, you feel good.
All right.
Know what I mean, kid?
Sure, pal.
Agreed, bud.
Whatever, Chief.
Not your friend, pal.
Not your friend.
All right, we're going to do fill in the blank next. 314-399-9646, the Air Comfort Service text line. Text in your fill in the blank statements, and we'll play next on 101 ESPN. Hey, our Battlehawks are going to play the Louisville Kings this weekend, and you can get tickets. It's the playoffs right now, so it's the time of year that we certainly love watching the Battlehawks. They've officially clinched that playoff spot. They earned dome field advantage. It means playoff football going back to St. Louis again. Energy inside the dome should be outstanding. Battlehawks fans are lining up. Make sure they're grabbing your tickets. You can Also get yours today. UFLBattlehawks.com. Again, UFLBattlehawks.com with tickets available right now. You can head to the game, and it should be an outstanding one. The crowd is going to be electric. Team's done a great job of securing that home field advantage. You know, when it comes to the work that Ricky Prohl has done, if you haven't gone to a Battlehawks game, man, it's no better time to jump on to UFLBattlehawks.com. Secure your tickets for this Sunday, June 7th at 5 p.m. when the Battlehawks host the Louisville Kings in that playoff game, and you can see what Call's Law is all about. Take the family. Take anybody that might be interested in football. Maybe you got a young one that is starting to play tackle or flag football, and you want to show them what spring football is about. Now's the time. UFLBattlehawks.com. Secure your tickets. Go Battlehawks.
Blank, 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 blank.
Fill in some blanks.
Before we get into fill in the blank, we're going to have Russell make the next selection for Bet the Board. What's up, Russ?
What's up? How's it going?
Good. Appreciate you playing. Thank you for listening. Would you like to have Jamie, Carey, or Marsh for Bet the Board in June?
I will take Jamie and get on the rivalry a little bit.
Yeah, let's go, baby. Let's go.
Russell, I'm not going to say anything bad about you because I like you. I do not like Jamie.
I don't like because you fumbled the ball at the 1 yard line, Anthony.
Whoa.
Call you Leon Lett is what we're going to call you. You didn't like radio? Okay, Leon.
Leon won a Super Bowl.
He did.
Yeah.
Don Beebe's famous for being fast.
Leon Lett also kicked the ball and ruined their opportunity to win against the Miami Dolphins for no apparent reason other than Leon Lett.
His teammates were like, get away.
Like, nah, I'm going to recover this.
I'm going to do this.
Why are you doing that?
Maybe I am Leon Lett. That's what happened to punt. All right, Russell, you got Jamie.
All right, thank you guys. Have a great day.
You too. All right, let's play fill in the blank here on 101 ESPN. By the way, Carey and Marsh have yet to be selected for Bet the Board, so we'll get to those picks here momentarily. But Marsh, you got fill in the blank.
All righty. From Alex, fill in the blank. Blank is the key for the Battlehawks to win on Sunday.
Defense. They've been defensive-led all season long. This offense just hasn't clicked. And Carey, I asked you last week, when does that hit? If you got a new offense and you're like, yeah, it probably should have happened already. So it's going to have to be the defense. And if you're looking for a specific player, it's never one player. So I'm going to you got here because of your defense.
Scoring more points than the other team.
Not going to happen.
That's the way you win.
It's a good strategy.
Score more points than the other team.
You just said it's not going to happen?
Yeah.
So you think they'll lose?
No.
That's what he just said, Marshy.
They're not going to score more points. Offense is what it is.
Defense is going to score the points.
Exactly.
A pick six.
Defense, special teams. Yeah, that's what's going to
field goals.
Lead them to field goals, big time. Special teams.
Okay.
Fumble recoveries and such.
Big plays on special teams.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Speaking of good recovery, from the 314.
Thanks for the assist there, Marsh.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. It's Lou.
Hey, Lou.
Fill in the blank. The starting left fielder for the St. Louis Cardinals on opening day next season will be blank. Thanks. Have a good rest of your show.
Joshua Baez.
Lars Nootbaar.
Oh, come on.
You guys hate Lars, man.
I don't hate him. I just want him available. You know what the best ability is?
Availability.
No. Reliability.
Oh.
And Newt is not reliable because he's not available. So
you switched it up on me.
I did, yeah.
I see what you did there, brother.
I said
Lars Nootbaar.
Okay. Joshua Baez.
Jamie?
I like Baez.
Nelson Velasquez.
Let's go with that one.
All right. Marshy?
From Bill and Ted on Broadway.
No, what was your call?
Ted's Adventure?
Next year in left field. I'll go with Nathan Church.
Oh, boy.
All right.
Bill and Ted on Broadway. Blank is the most exciting play in baseball.
Perfect game.
Blank. Yeah, it's hard to beat that.
Is that a play or is that a...
Is that exciting? It's not exciting until like the ninth inning, right?
Yeah. It's exciting. It builds up.
As hell.
It builds up, though.
By the third inning, I think you start to whisper.
I think it's 7.
Once the third inning,
I said 5.
Once the third inning ends, you don't think people are like,
no. Some pitchers don't even go 5 innings. So how's the third inning exciting?
If you got 3 innings down, that fourth inning, you're like, this guy's throwing a perfect game.
Every time there's a scoreless game in 3 innings, I want to watch CD's heartbreak.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm saying it by the third.
You guys are no fun, bro.
Maybe by the 5th.
What about first to home?
First to home? No, I wouldn't say first to home.
Is that fun? Throwing out somebody from the wall.
I mean, a walk-off home run is hard to beat, too.
Pretty good, yeah.
When Ivan Herrera did it earlier this year, that's
fun.
That was real fun. Like, all I need is a sac fly. Watch this fly.
Long ball.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
I think that's
okay. That good?
Thanks. Right.
Okay.
Oh, robbing someone. Do we say that?
Whoa,
no.
Why do you want to rob somebody?
Rob someone?
At the wall?
Yeah, why don't you just work harder?
Why would you take something from somebody?
I'm going to combine the two.
This is serious circumstances.
We got a perfect game in robbing someone at the wall.
We've seen it.
Who did it?
Mark Burley had the perfect game. It was Dwayne Wise.
Correct.
Dwayne Johnson.
No, Dwayne the Rock Wise climbed the wall to preserve Mark Burley's perfect game.
Ozuna?
He climbed the wall, right? Just not the perfect game. And he didn't catch it.
He's a little short.
Nope. Biggest question of the day is next. I want to win ESPN.
Cheap, cheap, fun, fun.
Let's get dirty here in St. Louis with my friends at Dirt Cheap. Your one-stop shop for all of your party needs. They've got a huge selection of any of the beers, wines, or spirits that you're looking for. Talked about it the other day. I just put in an order. I fired up my Dirt Cheap app, put in an order for what we need for a Rivers little get-together on Saturday. And I'm going to swing by tonight on my way home and pick it up and bring it home because I was able to do that with the Dirt Cheap app. And every time I purchase things from Dirt Cheap, I'm reminded of just the great prices. That's what Dirt Cheap stands for, the price, not the product. Also picked up a couple of nice bottles of bourbon, got little Angel's Envy. It was, oh, baby. They got the good stuff there as well, so don't let that fool you. But the app is key. You can earn points. So every dollar you spend at Dirt Cheap, you earn points that you can use in the store. And I just used a whole bunch of points the other day. It really is a great program, but you got to download the app. So for more information on everything that is Dirt Cheap, visit dirtcheapfunfun.com. Again, that's dirtcheapfunfun.com. Whatever your tastes, you will find it at Dirt Cheap. Remember to have fun, but please be careful out there.
It's time for the Fast Lane's biggest question of the day. Presented by Banner Construction, the experts in James Hardy siding.
Before we get to the biggest question of the day, we've got Rob on the line, who will choose either Andrew Marsh or Carey Davis for this month of Bet the Board. What's up, Rob?
How's it going, fellas?
Doing great, man. Appreciate you playing. Thank you for listening. Would you like CD or would you like Marsh for Bet the Board?
I gotta go with my Illini brother, Mr. Davis.
Carey Davis.
Let's go, Rob. I got you. Take care of business.
Okay. Let's win.
Let's do it.
There you go, Rob. Good luck to you, man.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you. All right, so Michael chose me. Russell selected Jamie. Rob just went with Carey. And the next person will be attached to the hip with Andrew Marsh for Bet the Board. An arranged marriage, we call that, guys.
He enjoys that.
Mm-hmm. No doubt. Speaking of Marsh, he's got what the biggest question of the day is.
Looking around.
All right, there is a article done by ESPN.com talking about the winners and losers in the month of May and what to look out for June. Went through it. Cardinals are not mentioned in this, but I wanted to bring the question to you, gentlemen. How would you categorize the month of May for the Cardinals? Would you consider it to be a win or a loss? I have some numbers from May for the Cardinals. In terms of hitting, they were 28th in RBIs, 22nd in OPS, 28th in walks. However, they were the second best team when it came to striking out. Now, in terms of pitching, they had the 9th best team ERA. And one category that we've talked about multiple times is strikeouts, trying to punch guys out. They were 20th in Major League Baseball in striking other teams out in the month of May. So how would you categorize this past month for the Cardinals?
It's probably easier to give a grade, like a school grade. And I would probably give them no, you can't do that?
Winners or losers, Anthony?
Oh, geez. All right, winners. The St. Louis Cardinals are winners because I can't, in the month of May, because I can't detach myself too much from what the preseason expectations were, which weren't very high. So the fact that they're now, or actually coming out of May, they were 31-26. They're 31-27 now because they dropped the first game in June. The fact that they were 31-26 coming out of the month of May, sitting in second place in the NL Central, yeah, I'll still say they're a winner.
I'm with you on this one, Anthony. Love what they're doing. Would like to see a little more consistency with the offense, but I'm with you.
Same. I mean, just get choked up thinking about it, man.
Yeah, sure. It's emotional.
Watching this team play as well as they have. They got the sweep of the Pirates, 4 games. Yeah, he took a tough, had a rough outing versus the Miz and the Brewers. Bounced back versus the Cubs, taking 2 or 3. Come on, man. This is a team that's full of winners. And they won the month of May.
Okay.
Justin May did great too.
Looking at this, looking at the standings here, this is a question because we went over this last year and it ended up playing out to be true. But the Cardinals, never mind the Reds, they're 7 games back of the Brewers. The Cardinals have a run differential of -11.
Yeah,
they're tied with the Pirates and the Cubs in the standings, but the Pirates have a +31 and the Cubs have a +19.
Yeah.
Look over here.
I don't know why you got to bring that up.
Yeah, what are you looking at?
It's concerning to me, guys.
Don't look at that.
Okay.
Don't look at stuff that concerns you.
Okay.
Only look at stuff that makes you happy.
All right. Their away record, 16-12.
There you go.
There you go.
Now you're
over here.
There you go. Good job.
Okay.
Yeah. Blank your run differential.
It was my fault. I thought we were going to talk about something because, we're on talk radio. I thought we'd talk about it.
Hey,
we talk about the good stuff, Jamie.
Jamie, let me ask you this. Every good team that you were on, did they win on the road? They find ways to win on the road?
Yep.
Cardinals' road record is?
16-12.
There you go.
Winners.
Winners.
On the road.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're winners at home, too. Are they not?
Not as much.
Really. They're
what are they, 500? They ain't losers.
You ain't lying.
And after tonight, they'll be winners again.
Yep.
All right, Anthony, I'll allow it. If you had to give a letter grade for the month of May, I know, whatever.
I would go with a B-. B-. Runners in scoring position, offense as a whole, Carey.
Marshy.
Oh, wow.
Not, leaves a little something to be desired. But the pitching staff, I thought was solid. Andre Palante, save for the last start, solid. Dustin May had a much better May than in April. And I really like the Liberatore stuff. I know the results, the ultimate results haven't necessarily been there, but the stuff that he has showcased has been very good. Bullpen. Some areas still good, some not so good.
Solid.
That's why I go with the B-. What says you? Carey's going B- too?
I would give him a B.
Okay.
I believe. I'm believing in these Redbirds, man.
A little bit of a softer grade. Jamie?
And a B-?
They're 3 and 7 in their last 10, so I gotta go. I gotta go B- with this.
Thank you,
Anthony, on this one.
Thank you, Jamie.
Follow the leader.
No, but
come on, man.
Listen, I know we're not supposed to look at the negatives, but Like I said, they're 3-7 in their last 10 games. They went 4-7 in 11 games against the Central Division. So I can't really sit here and celebrate all that.
Okay.
Disappoint me.
Marshy Pants?
I think I'd give him a B- as well.
Thank
still a grade that I would take if I were still in school. So I'm going to go with that. I do want to read a text message. This has nothing to do with the Cardinals, but most of the time when we get text messages concerning the Blues and Jordan Kyrou, it has everything to do with trading him away. This one does not, so I feel like we should bring it up.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
The 314 says if the Blues are serious about wanting to win this upcoming season, they should offer a contract to Jason Robertson and have him play with Jordan Kyrou. The Blues are a second scoring line from being a serious playoff team. What are your thoughts on that? He will command a lot of money.
So how are you getting him? He's not a free agent, so how are you getting him?
He's not a free agent? I thought he was a free agent.
He's a restricted free agent.
Oh, you know how to handle that.
You can offer sheet him?
Hell yeah, you did it last year.
He's such a high pick, the high player. He's going to be a couple first-round picks. For
and look at what you got coming up, Jamie.
And you're going to have to pay him $12, $13 million a
And you
year.
got
The cap is rising
right now.
Ain't happening in St. Louis, boys.
What? How are we supposed to get Connor McDavid then?
Yeah, well,
If we can't afford this guy.
that's a little different.
Jamie, I think I speak for all of us here in this room to say, what's your problem?
Nothing.
What's your problem,
No,
pal?
hey, you know what? Yes, do it. Perfect. If
your problem,
we're
guy?
not actually being realistic and tying like real scenarios to it, let's go.
Jamie,
Get him.
this guy's trying to keep
Let's
Jordan
get Wyatt
Kyrou,
Johnson,
and you're
too.
crapping all over
Let's
his
get Wyatt
idea.
Johnson while we're at it. We get 2 players from the Dallas Stars.
Well,
I'll
we've
gladly
got-
part with those guys.
Now you're making sense, Jamie.
Yeah, let's
I
go.
don't think he's being serious, fellas.
No, I don't either.
I think he's kind of poo-pooing on your.
We're trying to
on
make
your
the team
He's
idea.
being sarcastic.
No, I'm not.
I don't think he
let's go get him,
means what he
Anthony.
says.
Let's go get 2 of them.
Okay.
With the offer sheets, when would that kick in? So if you let's just play this out. Would it be this upcoming draft? If you had to do it beforehand, though, right? How would that work?
Yeah.
If you were going to do that, this would be the optimal year to do it because you have so many.
Let me. Yeah, let's see here. RFAs. There we go. So if I pull this up, Jason Robertson. I'm trying to see, it does not have written in here what it would take. I could find out eventually here, but it would cost you a lot of your draft capital. But to you guys' point, like you got 3 first-round picks. You'd be fine with doing that. I don't know if they're 2 or 3 in the same year, or if it has to be spread out over 2 years, where you got first round this year, first round next year. That starts to sting a little bit more. And then certainly the payroll, the paycheck will sting. I just don't see it happening.
But they would work well together, don't you think?
Well, who's the centerman?
Oh, Jamie, we'll figure that out later.
But that's our biggest problem right now. That's the problem right now. And one would argue that if Robertson came here, he might leapfrog Holloway onto that first line. And Holloway, Kyrou, and who again? Puce Suter? Like the Puce is loose. He's a good dude, but
the Puce is loose.
Yeah.
I think what Jamie's saying is that they don't have enough centermen.
That's what I'd really be eyeballing or offer sheeting. If I was Army and Steiner, I'd be looking around the league for someone who's bumping up against the cap with a restricted free agent, and that's what I'd swoop in.
You call that the old Holloway Broberg.
Yes.
The old loop, swoop, and pull.
Yeah, the old loop, swoop, and pull if you're teaching the kid.
You don't care.
How to tie the shoes, Jamie.
Exactly.
Yeah. He really likes that loop. Pull, loop, swoop.
Loop, swoop,
there it
and
is.
pull.
Yeah, he likes that.
The swoop?
Cheryl swoops. It's Fastlane on 101 ESPN.
Hooper.
Will this rebuild for the Cardinals actually amount to anything? Well, of course it will. Championship. That's next on 101 ESPN. It's the Fast Lane on 101 at ESPN. We got Rich on the line, and Rich is going to be paired up with Marsh for Bet the Board. What's up, Rich?
I'm good. How you guys doing?
Man, we're doing great. We appreciate you listening. Thanks for playing. Marsh is who you wanted all along, right?
Oh, yes, I did.
Perfect. There you go.
Love that. Love to hear that.
So you'll have you'll follow Marsh's picks for Bet the Board this month.
All right.
All right. Go there. Marsh, anything that you want to say to Rich?
I'm not going to let him down. Good. I won't let Rich down.
Good.
I'm the underdog. I was the last guy picked on the playground for Bet the Board. So, underdog story.
That's all right. That's all right. Let's go Vikings.
Yeah, oh my gosh. This is a
Rich, are you a Vikings fan?
Match made in heaven.
Rich, are you already into the sauce?
No, not at all.
Not at all.
Are you a Vikings fan?
No.
Okay.
That's
just,
okay.
Just want to support. You just want to support Marsh. I like that, Rich.
All right.
This is even better. This is even better.
Supporter.
There you go.
Love it.
Okay. All right. Well, follow along with Marsh this month, and if you win, you'll get a 101 ESPN prize pack.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Rich.
Good luck, Rich.
I like Rich. You would have destroyed him in the Gauntlet, though, because he's a good guy.
Well, he's on my team now, so.
Yeah, you don't need to.
We're teammates.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Will this rebuild for the Cardinals actually amount to anything? So, Marsh, you had stumbled upon an article that I believe is at MLB.com.
Yeah.
And Travis Sawchik notes that there have been 7 different World Series champions over the last decade. But each of the last 10 champions were large market clubs. And that's defined as teams from the 15 largest media markets. All right? So the last 10 champions were large market clubs. Again, defined as teams from the 15 largest media markets. The last small market MLB team to win a World Series. Can you two name them?
Last small market in the last 10 years?
Yes.
Oh, hell.
Oh, wow.
Well, no, sorry. Just the last one, period.
Oh.
Because the last 10 champions were all large markets. So who was the last one to win, or last small market one to win?
Kansas City Royals.
Oh. That's a great question. Kansas City Royals, that's a long time ago.
Great answer.
It's a great answer.
It's the Royals. You can say it, Anthony.
Wow. I want to give Jamie a shot here.
It's the Royals.
I think it is the Royals. I'll go with Carey.
Ding, 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 ding.
That's right.
Yay!
As Travis Sawchik notes, the last small market MLB team to win a World Series was the 2015 Royals. A variety of large market champions does not constitute competitive balance either, though. They are often conflated. The NFL, NHL, and NBA combined to produce 15 small market champions over the last decade. In the NFL, 24 of the last 30 Super Bowl champs hailed from small or medium markets. Since 2015, excluding the COVID-shortened season, 37% of the teams that made the playoffs came from bottom half markets. And once they qualify, they generally have not gone far. Over that time, top half market teams reached the World Series at a rate of 6 times greater than bottom half teams, 17 teams versus 3, and won it 9 times more. Top half team reached an LCS series 3 times more often than the bottom half teams, 31-9. That's a lot of numbers for you. Statistically speaking, in the new age of Major League Baseball, where typically, as we've seen, the numbers suggest this, large market teams often win the World Series. So in this new age, can the Cardinals of old actually return for a long stretch of time? In other words, you think the Cardinals and this rebuild will eventually win a World Series despite the fact that Major League Baseball right now is set up for the large market teams?
So I think it depends on how well the players that they've drafted and developed, how well they do. I understand the markets in terms of how much money is being spent and how many players want to go to X, certain market. But I think St. Louis that doesn't matter because it's a baseball town. Like it is historically, people know that the St. Louis Cardinals are about winning championships. So you can still get some of those high-name players, high-profile players here. Mm-hmm. But what's going to engage them or interest them to come here, entice them to come here, is seeing that you have a young core that is playing well, maybe an MVP caliber player in Jordan Walker, maybe a rookie of the year who was ascending in J.J. Weatherholt, a Gold Glove shortstop in Mason. Like, you have all of those pieces, and then if I'm I don't know, throw me a picture of Tarek Skubal, maybe I say, hey, that St. Louis Cardinals team looks damn good. They got some good defense. And they got some hitters that can give me some run support. Okay. So I think that those are the things that will entice that ace pitcher. And then you have a staff that includes a Liam Doyle. And you're like, this kid is really good. I can be a mentor for him in years to come. Like, I think all of those things are things that entice really good players to come play baseball here in St. Louis. And so, yes, I do think that they have the opportunity to kind of turn the corner and become that franchise or that organization that is enticing those players and getting an opportunity to win championships.
I just don't know. I mean, we're looking at a potential lockout because players want money. You know, I think the best players are going to want the most amount of money. Can this franchise offer that compared to other franchises? I don't think so. I don't know if the aura of playing baseball in St. Louis is the same right now as it was 20 years ago. I don't think it's the same. I mean, Chris Bryant, who won a World Series and was a good baseball player, went to the Rockies, who are terrible.
And nobody's ever heard of him again.
Why?
Like,
because
nobody's ever seen him.
He got a bag.
Yeah.
You know, some players, they go for the money, and then you never hear about them again. The career's not the same because they're not on a good team, but they wanted to get paid. I don't know if the Cardinals can offer that. I think the Cardinals can win a World Series with, you know, this group or whatever Chaim Bloom does, but can they win multiple championships within a short stretch of time? Can they be one of those upper echelon teams?
That's going to be very difficult. It's also kind of difficult in baseball in general.
It is.
You know, the Dodgers have won back-to-back World Series now, but they're spending more money than anybody has ever done in sports history. I don't know if that's the case or not.
I
gotta be in the picture though.
Yeah, you're not far off.
This kind of reminds me of the conversation that we had the one time with our guy Kyle Gibson, because I was arguing that teams don't have a shot. Nobody's got a shot in Major League Baseball. Kyle had brought great points up, and I looked at everything, and, you know, Kyle was right. Kyle Gibson was right. I was wrong. This article, though, is stating there is a discrepancy, but it's with the markets. The larger market teams with the big-time TV deals have a shot. The teams like the Guardians, the Marlins, the Twins, they do not. I don't think that includes the Cardinals necessarily. But I do think, to CD's point, you're going to have to do so with mostly homegrown talent. You're going to have to do it like the Royals did in 2015 when they had the elite three in the bullpen and elite defense. Then they had the timely hitting. They call fire. Now, they went to back-to-back World Series, won one of them. The other one, they went to Game 7.
Could have won that one, too.
Could have won that one as well. They got Bumgarnered in that World Series.
A lot of teams have.
No doubt. Those, including the Diamondbacks. The two teams, though, just for different reasons, Marsh.
I picked up on that.
They went to back-to-back World Series. If they do it like that, I think they could have a window, but it's not going to be that big.
But isn't that, like, think about what you just said. That was 10 years ago. Things have changed.
Very true.
Have they not? Maybe they haven't.
But I don't know if things go back the other way, in that the mid-market teams, definitely the small market teams, you're screwed. You're done. But the mid-market teams, you're fighting an uphill battle. So you better draft a couple of elite dudes, specifically pitchers, that stay healthy, that have unbelievable seasons, and give yourself a run. That's the only thing. You get into the dance. It's the only thing, in my opinion, that could sway that where, like, the money doesn't matter if you've got elite pitching.
I look at the Brewers, right? They've done everything right, except for they can't win in October.
No, but maybe with the Miz,
maybe
they can.
Yeah.
The Miz, that's a nice little
you're going to have to
advantage to have.
If you're an opponent, you may have to face the Miz twice in a series. If he's pitching like he is now, good luck with that.
Yeah.
And the Brewers probably have somebody that we've never heard of in the pipeline.
Trade him.
Not yet. Just when he wants money.
Couple years.
It'll be a while for that. Yeah.
He'll be a Dodger.
And by that point, they will have overused him.
They don't have no need for him anymore.
Shift him on.
Yeah. We're done with this guy.
We're done with you. But it's an interesting and depressing conversation, Marsh.
Well, if you look at the other 3 major sports in terms of those small market teams, they do better in the regular season, and the only one that is the outlier is Major League Baseball.
Sure.
Where it's all the big market teams.
Yeah.
So,
all right. It's Fastlane on 101 at ESPN. That was the biggest question of the day. We have Beat the Streak and Bet the Board next.
If you're looking to sell your home anytime soon, stop wasting your time. Call Gloria Lou with your home sold guaranteed realty. Was talking to our guy Lance down the hall here, works here at Hubbard, and he listed his home with Gloria Lou. And 2 days later, he had an agreed upon contract, and he got even more than he thought for the home. That's because he trusted Gloria Lou, because she knows exactly what your home is worth. And that's important. If your real estate agent doesn't understand the value of your home or the area that you live in, you either get too little for your home or you sit too long on the market. Both of those work against you. Gloria Lou, she wants the most money for you and get you to the closing table as fast as possible. So please pick up the phone, call Gloria Lou. She is the best in the business. She's my personal choice when it comes to selling and buying homes. She needs to be yours as well. So pick up the phone, call her, tell her Jamie Rivers sent you in. Her number's 314-325-6888. Again, that's 314-325-6888, or you can always visit GloriaHasTheBuyers.com.
101 ESPN Sports Center.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a Sports Center update brought to you by Universal Windows Direct. The Cardinals are back in action tonight, taking on the Texas Rangers. Dustin May on the mound. He'll face off against Nathan Eovaldi. First pitch is at 6:45. And because the Cardinals are playing tonight, we are going to play Beat the Streak coming up next. We'll also do Bet the Board. If you want to be a part of Beat the Streak, text in BTS to the Air Comfort Service text line 314-399-9646. Tonight on 101 ESPN, we'll have Game 1 of the Stanley Cup Final. Carolina Hurricanes and the Vegas Golden Knights. Pregame starts at 6:30. Puck drop is at 7. I'm Andrew Marsh, and this Sports Center update is brought to you by Universal Windows Direct. You'll be saying, I love my windows.
All right, you heard Andrew Marsh in the Sports Center update. If you want to play Beat the Streak, we still need a contestant, a new one. 314-399-9646 is the Air Comfort Service text line, so we'll have an opportunity to get somebody on the line to play Beat the Streak. So we'll start off with Bet the Board. It's a new month. Congratulations to Jamie. Jamie beat me in the tiebreaker yesterday, so we will hand out a new 101 ESPN prize pack. Thanks to Jamie. So, all right. Jamie, any thoughts before we move on for the month? Go ahead and take your victory lap.
I'm on to June.
Oh, okay.
I'm on to June.
All right, good.
That's how we roll. That's how we keep winning. Is you can't sit there and be super proud of what you did yesterday. You have to focus on what you've done today and what you can do tomorrow, Anthony.
Okay, I like that. I finished second. Carey finished third. No, Andrew Marsh finished third.
No,
because your parlay.
Yeah.
Parlay Boston.
Came up short.
You missed.
I got 14.
He just missed it by a point.
Yeah.
How'd you miss? You missed it by how many?
I missed it by 1.
Oh, I forgot.
You got it. Really, dude? Yeah.
Carey, any thoughts that you want to share on what happened?
I don't want to share it anymore. I shared it yesterday.
Okay.
I refuse to continue to think about this.
Sorry, kid.
This ordeal. Thanks, Jeremy.
Okay.
I know you're always thinking about me.
I am.
That's nice.
I worry about you.
Steaming.
That was terrible.
You're proud of yourself.
I'm really not. I'm disappointed, but I'm laughing.
Jamie.
Yeah.
You've got honors, man.
All right. Stanley Cup Final tonight, Game 1. Total's 5.5. Seems a bit high for me. I think it's going to be a little tighter defensively. Teams are going to be a little nervous to start this one off. Give me the under at plus 102.
Okay. I'm going to go with Davis Martin over 17.5 outs recorded tonight for the White Sox. Davis Martin over 17.5 outs recorded.
I'm going Yandy Diaz, 1.5 hits run RBI at minus 143.
Okay. And Marsh, was busy on the phones.
Yep. Kevin is waiting on the lines right now.
Kevin.
I'm looking at the Stanley Cup. Jack Eichel to record an assist at minus 130.
Okay. And we do welcome in, who'd you say, Michael? No?
Kevin.
Oh, Kevin. Kevin, that's right. We just did the whole Kevin thing.
We did.
Michael was earlier. But from Bet the Board to Beat the Streak.
We're good streaking!
I want to hit baseballs.
All of my successes depend on me.
You're ready to hit.
The hits just keep on coming.
And his first big league hit is a bullet up the middle.
All right, now we can do Beat the Streak. Now we can bring on Kevin. What's up, Kevin?
Not much. How are you?
Doing great. Appreciate you playing. You ready to rock?
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no, it's our pleasure.
Yeah.
Okay. Marsh, what do we got for latest streaks here?
All right, Jamie has a streak of 3, and all of us are at 0.
Oh, really?
Tough night for the Cardinals.
Holy smokes.
You had Weatherholt, I had Herrera, Anthony, you had Jake Berger, and Justin had Jordan Walker. So Justin is done. Kevin is in.
Okay. Well, go for it.
Wow. Give me Jimmy Crooks again.
Okay.
3 hits in the lineup, wasn't it? It's on Kevin?
Kevin is up.
Kevin's up.
Yeah. Okay, I'll take JJ.
Okay.
JJ Weatherholt.
Got it. All right. I don't know who's up next.
I'll take Brandon Nimmo.
Okay. Marsh, go for it.
I'm going to go with... I'll go with Herrera once again.
Oh, E-Bomb.
All right. I'll take Josh Young. Why not?
Why don't you take your guy? You talked about him earlier.
Jake Berger? St. Louis's own?
Nah.
Oh.
He got plays for St. Louis.
Brian Torres?
No.
Oh, Gorman?
Yeah.
Gorman Fisherman?
You know who.
I think he's going to be great.
That's not what you were saying earlier.
Just not tonight. Just not tonight. All right. Kevin, we appreciate you. Good luck tonight. Hope you get your guy gets a hit, and you'll be back on tomorrow.
All right.
All
Thanks.
right. Sounds
Have
good.
a good night.
Thank you. You as well. Appreciate you, Kevin.
Bye-bye.
All right, boys. Nathan Eovaldi. It's 5-6, 3.93 ERA.
Oh, we should get to him tonight.
You would think.
Well, did you see DeGrom's ERA in May?
What was it, Marsh?
It was like 5.
Yeah, but he pitched in June.
Yeah,
Beginning of the month.
Things happen.
It was different month.
It's a completely different month. Completely. And obviously. So, all right, when we come back, we'll wrap up the show. What?
101 ESPN breaking news alert.
Anthony, it's being reported by Ian Rappaport. Falcons and star wide receiver Drake London have agreed to terms on a massive new contract.
Yes.
It's a 4-year deal, sources say. How do you feel about that?
I feel
first
great.
reactions?
Drake London's a stud, Jamie.
I was going to say Calvin Pitts, and then he was going to...
No, Calvin Pitts is a bum. Drake London, awesome.
Calvin Pitts going to have his best year ever. You mark my word.
And Ian Rappaport goes on to say that Bijan Robinson is likely next.
No.
Kyle Pitts.
But they said...
you said Calvin Ridley.
I said Calvin Pitts. said Calvin Pitts.
And I heard Calvin Ridley called him a bum. You meant Kyle Pitts. Pitts isn't a bum.
Yeah.
He just shouldn't have been the 4th overall pick. No, I love the deal. Drake London is vastly underrated as a number 1 guy.
Let's go, Drake.
Right.
London.
What do you got? What do you got, Marsh?
I think everybody's wondering who's going to throw him the football.
That's what God's gift to accuracy.
Yeah.
Tua Tagovailoa.
Greatest quarterback ever created when it came to accuracy. According to Kevin Stefanski.
Yeah. They're asking him questions like, who's leading the QB charge?
Boys.
Listen, it is even.
Aaron Donald is dropping breadcrumbs everywhere here.
Oh, he's coming back.
Pat McAfee texted him, and his reply was, "It's for sure got me thinking."
I mean, why wouldn't you? When, though? When does he come back?
Week 8.
Makes sense.
I give him whatever he needs. Just take your time, bro.
Yeah. You don't need to go to training camp. You don't need to get roughed up in the first part of the season.
He's got to learn the playbook.
I need to have you for the second half of the season.
Get after the quarterback.
Kill the
quarterback.
I think he should stay retired.
Sort him out.
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
For everybody.
You know what?
He's not a Rams fan. Which is
I'd love
probably
to
a
see
majority of this entire town.
I would love to see him come back just because it's cool. It's a great story.
Boy, that day, could you imagine? You're an offensive line, and you have to prepare for Myles Garrett and Aaron Donald.
Good luck. Wish you luck.
And Aaron Donald retired well before. I mean, he could still be playing.
Yeah.
So it's not like this is a situation where it's like, oh, old Aaron Donald. No, he'll be just fine.
Isn't it funny? Not even a week or two after the Avalanche are eliminated, Arsenal loses the Champions League final, that Stan Kroenke and company just have to go out and make a move to improve his football team.
Jerk bag. I think we can all agree he's a jerk bag. Yeah. All right. It's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. Thank you, Jamie, for that news.
Yeah, I figured you'd be excited about that.
I would imagine Bijan. Yeah, Bijan will get his deal as well. I don't know why you'd pay him, but seems like a pretty good investment. Gary, your thoughts?
You would pay him because he's damn good.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Criticisms, compliments, 3 stars of the day next in the Fast Lane. you missed anything from today's show, you can always download the podcast available at 101ESPN.com or on the Dobbs Tire and Auto Center's 101 ESPN mobile app. All the podcasts brought to you by Shave It Or Company. Marsh, hit us with those criticisms and or compliments.
criticisms, and compliments. Presented by Bet365. With Bet365 early payout, you win even if they lose. Get paid out instantly when your team goes up big, even if they blow the lead later. Bet365. Winning is everything.
All right, we'll start off with Curb Stomp. And Curb Stomp had a few text messages for us going back to when we were playing Bet the Board. I'll start off with the first one. Hashtag justice for CD. Bradford needs punished. Bradford needs to be shot with the airsoft gun. Wow. I don't know about that.
Yeah, that seems kind of extreme.
Yeah.
But he did potentially cost Carey opportunity to win.
Maybe.
He didn't just cost Carey either, or somebody else. Whoever was attached to Carey.
Yeah.
And then Curb Stomp goes on to say, today's show as a whole, Puce is loose. Was a minus banger.
Nice.
I wanted to give CD and Jamie a shout out for recommending Queso Birria tacos. Had some last night with a tall Dos Equis. My new favorite. Stay thirsty, my friends.
Yes.
Right.
It's so good.
Most interesting man in the world.
So good. Once it hits your lips.
So good.
Lisa texting.
Hey, Lisa.
Have a good night, guys. Wow. Our team is now compared to the flippin' Royals. Frowny face.
Well, I mean, the Royals did go to back-to-back World Series, 14-15, and win in 15. So, you know, could be worse. Could be compared to the Cleveland Guardians.
Or the Cleveland Browns.
Or anything from Cleveland that's not
LeBron?
Cavs.
Well, they got swapped,
LeBron's
though.
Cavs, not the current Cavs.
Yeah, that's Carey's least favorite basketball team.
Oh, my God, they're hard to watch.
Yikes.
They deserve to lose.
Alexandra Daddario, not sure if that's the actress, could just be somebody else, but texted in, great show, guys. Good work. Proud of y'all.
Oh, thank you.
You all. Sorry.
Oh, appreciate you. Yeah, thank you.
Love your work.
Yeah, love your work.
Never seen it.
Yeah, you have.
Have I?
I don't think so.
It's time for the Fast Lane's 3 Stars of the Day, presented by Circus Sports. No bet fees ever with the world's largest sports book, now at your fingertips in Illinois and Missouri.
Our third star of the day goes out to negotiating in good faith.
Yeah, good luck with that one.
We'll see how that works out for Major League Baseball.
Probably won't, Marsh, let's be honest.
Yeah. Oh, well. We'll have to figure out something to do next year at this time of the year.
Oh, that's going to be rough.
Yeah.
Yep. Good luck, fellas.
Tough time.
I'm saying good luck to us. What do you mean?
When you said good luck, fellas, I thought maybe you were like leaving yourself out.
Nah, I'm here.
Okay.
Maybe he's talking about our future selves.
Talking to all of us.
Okay. Yeah, good.
Second star of the day is having the right answer to the wrong question.
Yes. He banked it.
It's 2015. Quickly.
2015.
I had a 50-50 chance at it.
Jamie, I believe you meant 2025. That's what you meant.
Yeah. Mixed up with,
that's what you meant. I'm just glad it was a 5 at the end of it, so I can say, 2025, Jamie. That's what you meant.
Yeah, you didn't have to throw me a life jacket, although I did appreciate it.
Hey, man.
I'm fine.
We're in this foxhole together.
Yeah, I understand that.
Definitely thought you were going to say something else.
First star of the day goes out to Anthony's new nickname.
Radio.
Media.
Mr. Media.
Mr. Media. Yeah.
Rebrand.
Yeah, rebrand.
Mr. Media.
I like the original. You're our radio guy, Anthony.
He said, we'll call you Mr. Radio, but just take off the Mr.
Everybody knows it's a Mr. That's our radio right there. Take it home, radio.
He's terrible, man.
The water
Don't let him
boy
get to you.
Anthony Fight, Anthony.
The water boy texted in a little
He's
late.
a hard worker.
A little late for the criticisms or compliments. It's fine. I'll read it anyways, water boy. Just need to be punctual next time.
Ooh, scolding.
Almost perfect show today. Except for Jamie's wrong answer when it was right in front of him. His kid probably texted. And Anthony just says, that's the biggest question of the day at the end of each segment. But as a whole, fill in the blank, you guys are great.
Thank you. Did you? I don't know.
After every segment?
Maybe it's appropriate.
It could be.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, no.
Oh, man.
Can't read that one. I could tell. I could tell by Marsh's face there.
No,
Can't read
funny.
that one. Yeah.
And we're out of time.
Yeah. You know, it's also funny that that question about who was the last small market team to win the World Series. Mm-hmm. That was also right in front of Jamie.
It was
on the rundown.
Was it?
Yeah. You guys
were play the game.
He didn't look at that.
I like to play the game.
Dapping each other up.
What?
I didn't see the rundown.
Yeah, we're having a good time, Anthony. Challenging ourselves. If you want to just go ahead and read off
he
the
doesn't
prompter.
read the damn rundown.
Hey, just read.
For Andrew Marsh, for Carey Davis, I'm Anthony Stalter. See ya.